came from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What up? How y'all doing?
Man, it's the dream, man. Vikings once again have rattled off a 7th in a row win.
Man, Kirk who? Who was Kirk
What?
Cousins? Hey, when I saw my homeboys in Atlanta being all happy, I'm like, man, y'all just wait.
They say, hey, you don't know them like we know them.
At all, bro.
You don't know like we know them. Y'all can have them.
You got an older version of what we got. That's the worst thing about off of ACL. Like,
right. Yeah. Like, you do know that he played for Minnesota for 6 years.
yeah,
6 of the 9.
one playoff win.
One.
And y'all thought y'all were gonna do something when y'all paid him for 4. Man, we don't. It's not a. This ain't practice. This ain't practice. So
This ain't
not
the
gonna
same
get into
practice.
too much, but
Right. But Skull, welcome everybody to Men of Letters. I am Sean,
I'm Kobe.
and we are here to entertain you tonight with some scary tales, some scary dissertations of the creepy, the weird, the paranormal, the ancient aliens, the ancient civilizations, and all that good stuff. So we appreciate everybody joining us here tonight on NFL Sunday. I do not know who's playing tonight. Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't care because I'm here. So let's
Okay,
get
yep, they're here. So, what's up?
We are missing the Timberwolves.
We are. They're playing Golden State.
I can definitely keep an eye on that for us. But yeah, we're gonna miss them maybe, but that's okay. You know, I think they'll handle it without us. They've been playing pretty good. So
Well, yeah, they've won 5 in a row.
4 in a row, I believe.
4 or 5 in a row. Yeah. So they're doing their damn thing. Does my mic sound nice? I can't really tell. I changed the volume on it. Does it?
It sounds good.
All
So yeah, looks like it's me and you right now. That's okay.
There were 2 people. There were 2 people who hopped out like real quick, and then they went away. So it's all good, man. It's all good. We know that we are competing with the NFL. So most people lose that battle. But you know, we're doing what we can to get up. So I'm feeling good because I have some truly in love with this drink.
I got the hard seltzer from Kirkland.
Get
right
the
there.
seltzer. Okay. Oh, cheers, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. And I'm doing a little mix, but I actually kind of enjoyed this topic. I don't know if it's just me and you. Maybe we can get into it more and just flip it up. But this is an interesting. The video that we have is good. Like, he had a few good stories, but it's interesting. I was kind of looking for some information, and there's only a bit from the. There's been like, I think 6 people go missing from the Appalachian Trail. So sorry, the dissertation today is the Appalachian Trail, Appalachian Mountains.
If you could tell the title, so you know.
Well, the title, the thumbnail is Appalachian Trail. What's interesting, I was trying to look for something, but someone confirmed, someone already saw. There's been 13 murders along the Appalachian Trail every year, and about 6 people go missing every year from this trail.
So are these unsolved murders or solved murders or
unsolved murders? Don't actually fact check the factoid. So yes, I took a screenshot of it from this video. From this video, see a little factoid, and I was looking for stuff on Google, and then I saw that same fact on Google. So I just wanted to keep it just to make sure I remembered that. But yeah, the really interesting part of our country, because it goes from, I think central, like northern and central Alabama to like Maine. So it's a vast region. I want to say somewhere the same folklore they have in the Appalachian Trail, the same cryptids they see in the Appalachian Trail. I want to say they've seen the Alps as well. I think they do the same mountain range at one point. I think we connect. This is the Alps. It's somewhere. I'm gonna look it up as we watch the video. But they have the same type of cryptids and this, like, they have the same kind of sightings. I don't know. I don't know if we would have like this, like the one that this guy discusses, because it seems very like towards like native folklore as well, Native American folklore. But yeah, it's some stuff that I've heard about the Appalachian Mountains, and people who live in Appalachia, like they have their own little rules that they go by. I should have put that in here, but I thought that would be boring. We can definitely pull a video up. I'll put it in the notes. But there's a few rules, like if you see something weird, you didn't see it. Stuff like that.
So if you see something, say something, that rule does not apply in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yep. The whole thing about you hear your name, don't answer it.
That's a classic.
There's a few things. There's actually in our story time, there's a few stories from the Appalachian Appalachian Trail. So, eerie place. I've been through there. Our family is from Alabama, so we're right next to Appalachian Trails. We drive through there a lot. We go to Alabama when I was young. So the mountains are very spooky. A lot of smoke stacks, and I think they're beautiful. But,
gosh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in Appalachian Mountains.
So that's the mountain area that we're driving through when we're going through there.
That's Rocky Top.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. Glad we never stopped.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, glad we never stopped. So, speaking of giving correct information, we were talking about this off this topic, but we were talking about the Hubble telescope a couple episodes ago. It might have been last episode, and we were trying to figure out if they're still using it, and then both of us were like, I don't think so. They are still using the Hubble telescope. It's deteriorating, but they are still using it, and NASA scientists are trying to figure out a way to prolong its life. They did not think that it was going to last as long as it has. I believe it had they thought it had a lifespan of 13 years, but it's been longer than that, because it was launched in 1990, I believe. So, so yeah, just wanted to clear that up for any anybody who watches our channel and all that good stuff. So I think we'll just go ahead and get into it. With the Appalachian Mountains. Again, it's some pretty freaky stories. There's a lot of cryptids out there in the Appalachians. They see a lot of crazy things out there. So let's see here. Let me get this going.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to hit the timestamps too, you can do that. But like, we can just watch it. We can just watch it, bro. For real with you.
Which is the one with the kids?
That would be part of the various stories, I believe.
Various stories, okay. I like the various stories.
Yeah, I feel this video is pretty good. It's weird. It's a lot of weird stuff in different locations within the Appalachian Trail. Shout out to what lurks beneath.
Shout out to him. He's got some very good content. So if you're not tapped into him and you like this type of stuff, please tap in with him. He does a much better job of this than we do. So that's why we're using your video, man. So.
Yep. Maybe one day we'll start making our own, but right now we're gonna do.
Right now we're leaning on you, bro. Let's see here. Oh, what was this? Sure, whatever. No, I don't want to do that. All right.
I think the best thing about the app about doing it made me learn how to spell it correctly.
Yeah. I struggled with that big time.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into
fair use. Appreciate what looks beneath. We actually did a video with his story for the Night Siege. So big fan of this channel.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to fix my camera a little bit. It's a little.
Go ahead and fix it up. I'll get the video started.
Imagine hiking the Appalachian Trail when something not right catches your eye. Strange lights, unexplained anomalies, even rumors of a hidden race with moon-like eyes. What? If the unexplained fascinates you, you won't want to miss this one.
This one's Rick, or sorry, no, Sean?
So what?
So the first story is with Brad. Sorry, I cannot read tonight. Brad Lang, the summer of 2011 in Newcastle, Virginia. So weird ass story.
All right, Brad Lang, summer 2011. You said, what is it?
Catawaba. He'll say it in the story.
Okay.
He runs into an entity that is so hard. It's interesting.
All right, let's get it.
In the summer of 2011, Brad Lane set out on a solo backpacking trip near Catawba, about 15 miles from Newcastle, Virginia. Now, the Appalachian Trail, it's a place that's no stranger to tales of the bizarre and unexplained, stretching 1,500 miles from Newfoundland to central Alabama. These ancient mountains just seem to hold secrets that we may never fully understand. And so as Brad hiked deeper into the vast wilderness, he couldn't shake this feeling that something was just off. Even though everything around him was calm, he started to feel a bit on edge. And on several lonely nights during his camping trip, Brad had found himself wide awake, heart pounding in his chest, as the sound of twigs snapping and leaves were rustling, and it filled the air just outside of his tent. And then there was this strange, unsettling grumble, a deep voice that seemed to be muttering to itself in the darkness. And at first, Brad tried to dismiss it as his mind just playing tricks on him from the isolation, but the feeling persisted. And as he lay frozen in his sleeping bag, he could hear the footsteps growing closer and closer, accompanied by the ominous grumbling noises. Each time they reached a crescendo, the sounds would just abruptly stop, leaving Brad alone with his racing heart, paranoid thoughts. But on one particular restless night, as he just lay there in the darkness, he actually caught a glimpse of something moving just outside his tent. It was just a shadow at first, but it was enough to make him sit up in his sleeping bag, heart in his throat, and question whether he was truly alone out in the wilderness altogether. So one night, Brad's just chilling by his campfire, puffing on a cigarette, when the craziest thing then happens. He gets up to poke the fire a bit, flicks his cigarette into the flames, and when he turns around to sit back down, he stops dead.
Did you say Waka Flocka Flame?
Yeah. I go harder than paint.
Okay, that's what to make sure. All right.
In his tracks. There's this dude reaching for his firewood with a hand that looks like it's been barbecued. The guy's wearing red plaid and has these massive black burn marks just kind of like ripping through his clothes, and his beard is all smoky and red ash. But the weirdest part is his eyes are totally blank, just pure white, and they're locked right onto Brad's. And then he kind of bares his teeth and scrunches up his nose in this almost freaky grimace before he vanishes altogether as quickly as he showed up.
Did you imagine seeing
Brad was scared out of his mind,
more
terrified.
So this thing basically snarled at him. We don't know what it is, right? We don't know what this thing is. A humanoid burnt flesh hand reached for his firewood?
And then looked at him and snarled at him, and then disappeared.
And vanished.
Not without just disappeared. I still don't know what that means. Like, do they fade away? Like, do they just pop out? Like, what does that mean? Vanished.
1 minute they're there, 1 minute they're gone. You blink and it's gone.
I wouldn't like that at all. I'd rather fade away.
That's how it is for my experience. Is you blink,
and I like movies more. They kind of fade out, but where you blink and they go away, that'd be weird.
Yeah, that's weird too. I'm sure there's been people have experienced things where they just fade out, but in my experience, it's like you blink and they're just gone. It's crazy. Or are you ever been looking at something and you're just trying to make sense of it and then it's gone? You don't look away, but it's just it's almost like your mind is just trying to make sense of it, so you're just not focused on it, and then once you refocus, it's gone.
That's what that entity felt like when it ran across that road. Like it wasn't like it ran, but like the thing, it ran out of sight. But then you look and it was nowhere to like you couldn't see it no more. That was weird.
That's very bizarre. And again, it goes back to that fractal holographic reality that we supposedly live in. So is it a hologram? Is it real? Is it something from another dimension? And then it's just the oddest thing. But this being that he is describing is nightmarish, to say the least.
It gets deeper than rap, y'all. Keep watching. Wait till we keep talking.
Than he'd ever been before. He didn't waste any time packing up his stuff and basically booking it out of there, trying to put as much space between him and that creepy encounter as possible. And he kept going for hours, running purely on adrenaline until he was simply too tired to go any further. But even then, sleep wouldn't come at all. All he could think was about that horrifying image playing on repeat in his head. And after a few hours, Brad woke up to an awful smell that made him feel sick. It was like this melted plastic and it filled his nose. And so he looked around, not believing not only what he saw, but what he was experiencing. His tent where he had been sleeping was completely destroyed. It was just a bubbling pile of green plastic now.
So
thick smoke would rise from the mess, and the tent poles were just...
So his tent got burned down, basically.
Yeah. Was not clear. Was he in the tent or was he? I don't know. I guess he was, right? So
he ran out. So he ran out and he ran for hours, apparently. He must have circled back to the spot where he was at initially, or he followed the scent and found his tent.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Because apparently he ran for hours just going on.
Can someone explain to me why people will go camping by themselves?
I was gonna ask that question too. I was gonna ask that, and I know a guy who went camping by himself, and I don't think I was up on the Skinwalker lore yet, but I was up on Things in the Woods lore, and I'm just like, wait, no, I was up on the Skinwalker lore. I was, and I was just like, bro, why would you do that? It's just like, because it's great, man. Just get away, Shotty. He says, it's a good time. I'm like, but by yourself?
I don't think getting away in a cabin.
Right.
I wouldn't do it by myself either, but I get it. I can get that more than going into a tent where nothing can stop anybody getting in your tent. Like, why would you want to go in that by yourself?
Right. It's just not enough protection. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, good.
It was the oddest thing. He came back from the trip. He was gone for a week. He came back from it. But it was the oddest thing. I was like, dude, aren't you afraid you run into a skinwalker out there? He's just like, what is a skinwalker?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I'm like, all right, well, we won't talk about it because I don't want to summon one your way. So
yeah, leave it there.
Yeah, but yeah, he did it. I think he went to Kentucky. He was somewhere in Kentucky doing his walkabout.
It was real. It's only I'm gonna ask you, was it a black guy?
No, come on, man.
So like, why?
Come on.
I need my white friend to explain to me why you want to go hiking by yourself. Like, even if you have a gun, you don't know what you could run out. You could run anything out there. I mean, I get not being scared. I get that, but like, I can do a lot of things by myself that doesn't put me in cryptid danger, I guess. Right. I don't want to run into a cryptid trying to get some solo time.
No. I mean, park somewhere and to walk miles and miles away from your vehicle.
Nah, I'm good.
And and run into a situation where you have to fight for your life to find your way back.
To fight to get to your car to get away.
Right.
Like, you still don't get away if you get to your car.
Right.
So like, yeah, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I love hiking. I've done it before. I don't mind camping, but I'm not doing it I'm going with a whole group of people. Like, yeah, and that's what we gonna do. I'm not going by myself. I'm not doing that.
There's a thing called strength in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody, the buddy system. Everybody
if I see it, we all gotta see it. I ain't gonna do crazy. You see that too? Yeah, all right, cool. That's what I need.
I need that confirmation.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, because and also with these stories, it's only like a story like this, it's only this guy seeing it. So we don't know if it's true or not. You know what I mean? We can't back it up with anything. But it's very odd. But that being said, most things that I see, I have seen by myself. So
that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll keep going here. But it's good that he ran.
Yeah. He did the right thing.
Right. Maybe that thing was there to warn him. I don't know. But
yeah, you'll see.
We'll keep pushing.
Dripping with the gooey remains of all that was left. This used to be his safe place in these woods. Well, not anymore.
Nope.
Brad was completely and utterly shocked and confused. I mean, he was living in a nightmare. And so he quickly grabbed his water bottle and started running through the deserted field. And at this point, his heart is racing, and he was able to reach a gravel road, just kind of gasping for breath and covered in sweat. Now, he sees a sheriff's car parked nearby, and in his panicked state, it brought him some comfort and somewhat of a glimmer of hope in the midst.
Would that bring you comfort?
No.
Okay, just wondering. All right, keep going.
No.
Midst of all this chaos. And so he walks toward the car and noticed something very weird. The vehicle was parked next to a destroyed house with only the mailbox left standing. And on the way to town, Brad didn't say anything about his strange encounter in the woods, afraid that this sheriff would think he was crazy. And instead, he began asking about how the house had burned down. And then the sheriff dropped a bombshell. Turns out that house that he had just started his trip at, it had burned down 4 days ago. A family of 4 dead, 2 daughters, a wife, and her husband. Now, the sheriff actually thinks it was arson, but they had no suspects at all yet. And as you can imagine, Brad was in total shock. He couldn't wrap his head around what he was hearing, and his jaw dropped, and he just...
So what is that?
This fool saw the dad of the family out there in the woods. Oh, what did it? Maybe it was that thing he saw in the woods.
So when did he see the dad of the family?
I think the dad was what he saw when he was a burnt flesh grabbing the wood, the firewood at his campsite, the one he ran away from.
So did the father do it?
I don't know, bro. And now I'm kind of thinking that's the first thing I thought when I watched it, that he saw the ghost. Now I'm thinking maybe the spirit that did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I didn't.
Because it burned down his tent.
Right. Because I don't see anything that alluded to the father, because he died too.
And they thought it was arson.
Right.
Who's doing arson in bumfuck nowhere?
Right.
Man, this shit's weird, man. I like watched it, you guys, like by my, like, you know, and it was creepy, but like you start thinking about it, you're like, I didn't think about. I thought you saw a ghost, but then he got his tent burnt down.
Right. Are there entities that can do that? I think there's entities that can actually do that.
I don't know about a cryptid that can burn your shit.
That's a bad.
I don't know. I don't want to run into that. A cryptid that can burn your tent and burn your house. Who would get a house? Man, I wouldn't have a house in Appalachia.
No. What the heck did they summon? That's my question. All right.
Ooh, shit.
Right. All right. All right. We'll keep going.
Just kind of kept shaking his head just with the timing of it all and the bizarre coincidence with his own frightening encounter on the trail. I mean, it was all too much to ignore for him. There had to be some sort of connection. This wasn't just a figment of his imagination. It was something bigger and more sinister. So we're left with these kind of lingering questions. Who was that mysterious burnt guy who showed up at Brad's campfire? What actually went down with that family? And how does it all connect to the creepy stuff that Brad encountered in the woods? Unfortunately, it's all a mystery.
Yeah, so that's the question that we're asking. Like, how is this all connected? I mean, rule number one, never summon anything you can't banish. So just to let you guys know. If you don't know how to banish it, do not summon it.
For the sake of time, do you want to skip this story? This one takes place in Maine. This is how vast the Appalachian Trail is. We can just skip to the 1029.
The various stories.
The various stories, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there have been some pretty good ones in that one. But this story is pretty crazy too. But go to 1020. You might kind of, over here is good.
All right, let's check this one out.
Many places that are said to be intensely haunted. In fact, one such location is the Greenleaf Hut, and this is situated in the picturesque White Mountains of Virginia, atop Bluff Mountain. Now, the only concerning thing about this little quaint scenic spot is a marker indicating where a 4-year-old by the name of Odie Klein Powell had died over 100 years ago after going missing while out hunting for kindling. Now, since then, there have actually been numerous reports of ghostly children stalking the wilderness, wandering as if searching for something. In fact, another very haunted spot along the trail in Virginia is the Sarver Cabin, which was built back in the 1850s and surrounded by complete untamed wilderness. Now, this particular place, the crumbling ruins are said to be haunted by some sort of unidentified ghost named George.
Why would you build there?
That's what I would say. They said like the woods are untamed. How did you even build there?
How did you get the materials up there?
How did you get the house there?
Right. I wonder who your contractor was.
Well, how did they pick to put it there and they couldn't contain in the forest?
Right. That makes no sense. I don't. Again, I'm not a builder. I would love to be one day.
I'm gonna ask Lauren. Like, does it even make sense back in the day for someone to build on land that isn't like whatever? I'm gonna go ahead, bro. Go ahead and play because I'm confused on how they even get to it. Like, how'd you
get to that lumber?
How'd you build
get that lumber there and build that? And I don't know if that's a real picture of the place or anything, but
yeah, right.
It's got the chimneys and everything, man. They put it
looks like a witch's house. I think he mentioned stuff like that in this story.
Okay. Let's see here.
And apparently he makes his presence known to all who pass by. And even years ago in the 19th century, there was this family called the Hutchinsons who lived in an old homestead in Tennessee's Big Ridge State Park. And so one of the younger members of the family by the name of Mary, she was a very little girl, she felt really sick. And normally something like this happens back then. Well, the neighbors would come over and try to help you out, Well, when the neighbors showed up at the Hutchinsons' place, they said they heard the weirdest thing, the sound of a dog running through the forest towards them. Could this be the hellhound? Who knows? Despite not actually seeing a dog, it became clear to them that poor little Mary had passed away right around the same time they heard that phantom dog. Now, clearly there was something super.
Okay. I didn't put that together. So when the child was passing, they heard a dog.
Yeah.
Running. But the child, there's no way that was a hellhound.
What? Why would a hellhound? Why are we saying hellhound?
Right. Like, why do we have to go to the worst thing? Like, maybe it was just spirited away. That was his guide. Like,
I don't know. I thought that was weird, but I wonder what people thought. These are weird stories, but I don't know if the story that I want to hear than this one. But let's see if he mentions it. Yeah, there's always good stories about children.
Okay,
children's voices.
Supernatural going on, and in fact, ever since that day, people have talked about reported seeing the ghost of a little girl as well as hearing the sounds of this spectral dog roaming around the area, specifically around the old Hutchinson homestead in the woods. So despite it being abandoned for ages and in complete ruin, that whole area is basically said to be haunted by the spirit of this young girl and this hellhound. No, it's not just some random rumor either. I mean, there are multiple people throughout the years who have witnessed some of this really strange stuff. Now, if we go back even further, we'll see it doesn't get any better, because many moons ago, on September 3rd, 1862, there was a considerable battle that took place right around the Compton's Gap area. And it was straight up brutal, with the ground getting completely drenched in blood and bodies just scattered everywhere. Basically an absolute massacre. I mean, this battle alone saw almost 900 casualties. That's a lot of death, if you ask me. People have also claimed to spot the actual spirits of Civil War soldiers roaming around the same old battlegrounds. So despite it being over 150 years since that massive bloodbath went down, the area is still giving off a lot of negative energy. And it's not hard to see why when you remember the sheer scale of death and destruction that happened there back in 1862. I mean, the amount of pain and suffering those hills witnessed was just unimaginable. Now, as for the strange woodsman encountered by the camper in Maine, the mysterious figure, the ghostly child of Greenleaf Hut, the phantom hound, and the girl of Big Ridge State Park, and the restless spirits of Civil War soldiers at Spook Hill, their true nature remains a mystery.
Hold on, bro. Pause real quick.
Okay.
I think this is. I think these. Yeah. These are gonna have the stories that we want. So there's some. So it's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what Randall Rick is saying, but it's weird that like there's places that like no one's in there's not a lot of people in Appalachian Trail, right? Appalachian Mountains. So why live there?
These people are building houses, and
people do live out there. So I need to be clear with that. People live in the Appalachian Mountains, but I what's the point? Like, these things like will go on. Like, I guess I don't know. Yeah.
I guess it's you're from there, born and raised. That's all you know.
I couldn't do it, bro. I'd be the first one out of there, bro.
You'd be the first one out of the family.
I mean, but then again, we're from Alabama, and like our parents are from. I guess Jacksonville, Anniston, Alabama. They're right at the foothills of Appalachian Trail, Appalachian Mountains. So,
right.
If you think about it like that,
they've seen some freaky things out there too.
They definitely see some freaky things out there.
Right. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. This cabin in the woods type stuff, man. That
I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I'm cool on it, man. We do have this place that we like to go to. I forget the name of it. It's in Oklahoma. I know Shell was watching. She know it. But like they have like these, these modern cabins in the woods, but you're not really in the woods. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I would do a cabin. But I'm not living in. I don't know. I will live in the middle of nowhere, but it's not in the middle of nowhere where I know it's haunted. Like I can't really quantify what I'm thinking, but that wouldn't be where I would be at.
If it's super remote, I wouldn't do it.
I'm not doing that.
Not a cabin.
Nah.
Not a cabin. I would build a compound.
Yeah.
I'd build a compound, but cabin.
Like our people's gonna have a compound. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mom's side. Like I wouldn't mind that if my family's around.
Yeah.
But I'm not the only one out there.
Definitely no. Definitely.
Shout out the Greens. We love y'all.
Shout out the Greens. Howard. Love you guys.
Howard, too.
Let's see here. I'll keep it pushing. Or do you want me to jump? Yeah, we'll keep it going.
Keep it going. Yeah. And we'll jump off of it probably.
Okay.
Early 2000s. A family of three.
What's up?
Do you want to do the last story? Because it's a moon. It's interesting. I want to know if you know about those moon eye creatures.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't know about them until I watched this video.
Okay,
the moon eye people. Is that?
It's like right after this one, like the last story.
The last story. Okay,
we can even narrate it too. We can
that's a hell of a story.
We can talk about it if you want, but yeah, I think maybe listen to it and then we'll stop yapping.
Okay,
we'll run through these and then we'll go to the next story, and then we can talk a bit because there's some pretty good stories in this one, and then we'll let the moon eyes ride, and we'll talk about it after that.
All right.
He decided to go on a camping trip along the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. And the family consisted of a father named Todd, a mother, and their 10-year-old daughter, Emma. And they were excited to spend some quality time together in nature and just create those long-lasting memories. And as they arrived at their chosen campsite, a small clearing in the woods, Emma and her mother began to feel uneasy. Now, despite the peaceful surroundings they found themselves in, there was just this ominous vibe that seemed to permeate the area. And Emma's mother, pale and tightly grasping her daughter's hand, asked Todd, the dad, if they could set up camp somewhere else. However, Todd, not wanting to search for firewood in the dark, decided just to stay put. And so after enjoying a dinner of hot dogs and marshmallows, the family decided to crawl into their 6-person tent. Todd was asleep within minutes, but Emma and her mother found it very difficult to drift off. Emma, still very scared, confided in her mother, who tried to comfort her by assuring her that they were safe inside the tent and that there's nothing to worry about. Now, the next morning, Emma woke up early and found her mother sitting on the ground meditating with a cup of her Earl Grey tea, as she did every morning. Emma asked if they could take a walk, and her mother agreed, reminding her not to go too far as not to worry their father. And so as they hiked near their campsite, Emma's mother suddenly stopped, and she started to look at this hazy image of a man leaning against a tree, a birch tree, about 20 feet away. Now, the man appeared calm and peaceful, not threatening in any way, and he kind of lifted his head and looked in their direction before vanishing in front of them. And so Emma rubbed her eyes, and her mother and her both shared a silent understanding that the man was not a threat, just a sad and peaceful presence. Interestingly, this is not the only paranormal experience reported along the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania. Another account posted on Your Personal Ghost Stories tells us of a group of friends who were backpacking along the trail when they had an unsettling encounter. One morning, the group woke up to the eerie sound of children's laughter echoing from the surrounding woods. And as they peered into the early morning mist, they witnessed the procession of children walking by their camp, and the children asked the baffled hikers what they were doing out there. And when the hikers replied that they were on the Appalachian Trail, these mysterious children just kind of cheerfully responded that this isn't the Appalachian Trail. And then they just kind of vanished from sight altogether. Now, throughout the remainder of their hike, the group reported hearing the taunting laughter of children that kind of...
No, you should... My bad. Let it play out. Go back before I start talking so people can hear it. I'm sorry. And then we can talk about it. It's almost over, so...
what they were doing out there, and when the hikers replied that they were... One morning, the group woke up to the eerie sound of children's laughter echoing from the surrounding woods. And as they peered into the early morning mist, they witnessed the procession of children walking by their camp, and the children asked the baffled hikers what they were doing out there. And when the hikers replied that they were on the Appalachian Trail, these mysterious children just kind of cheerfully responded that this isn't the Appalachian Trail. And then they just kind of vanished from sight altogether. Now, throughout the remainder of their hike, the group reported hearing the taunting laughter of children that kind of emanated from the trees and underbrush, although they never saw the children again. As for the identity of the ghostly man that Emma and her mother encountered, the meaning of the children's cryptic message, and the source of the disembodied laughter that followed the group of hikers, it all remains a mystery.
All right, pause it, bro.
This is the one.
Pause it, bro. So these fools woke up to percussion of children, and they said, "What are you doing out here?" And then vanished. Oh no, I missed the best part. They said, "You're not on the Appalachian Trail." I'm not gonna talk about that, but like, I wouldn't even kept hiking. I'm like, "Oh, we should just go back, yo." Like, he'd be like, "What do you mean?" Like, we should all just go back, go on back home.
Yeah, because we have not. They didn't discuss what mind altering drugs they have been taking, because they might have been what Random Rick is saying.
They're doing shit. They're doing drugs.
Right. It's like, oh, the kid. That is a bear, ma'am.
Oh,
that is a cub. A cub can still kill you. Just saying. Yeah, that's very bizarre. I don't know what they meant by saying you're not on the Appalachian Trail. Well, what are you on? Who are the kids?
Can you talk about that? I'm doing hallucinogens while I'm hiking.
No.
In a haunted well, yeah, I guess that'd be perfect actually. If you're them type of people.
I mean, it's definitely you go looking for. You go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Again, 13 to 12 people get murdered every year on this trail that doesn't get solved.
Right.
6 people go missing about every year on this trail.
Right.
So play around if you want to.
Yeah, you can F around and find out.
I bet they ain't black. Shit. No, ain't no nigga getting caught on the trail. Shit.
No, we have
Tyrone is not on the Appalachian Trail.
Tyrone said it's dangerous enough. Dangerous enough. Every day.
Tyrone would not walk up to a sheriff's car and be like, "Did you see that burning?" Nah, you see the sheriff's car, like, ah, shit.
The sheriff would be like, "You're probably the one who did it.
You the one who burned down the house." Shit.
Yeah. We have our suspect.
Nigga in Appalachia, it was you.
Yeah, you're the one who did it. So Random Rick says the guy knows a lot of details of this family trip. I'm pretty sure he is the monster.
Yeah, he knows a lot about weird stuff. I wonder where he gets his info from.
They probably send it to him. They probably send the stories. He's been doing this for a long time. So just like how we're asking for people to send us their stories, and since we're a bunch of nobodies right now, nobody sends us their stories. So
that'd be dope if we did a narration of some of the true ghost stories.
That is one of the whole points of this thing.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that'd be dope. So if y'all got some stories, we got a few we can do, but we need your consent. So
we gotta get Nathan White.
Ooh, a story. I think our story time should be the story that will validate some of y'all always talk about. But sorry, I'm getting on a different tangent.
But we have to let him share that story.
This is the story that it's a story time. It's a YouTube page.
Oh, you got that in for story time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
So, no, but yeah, this is a crazy story. He's here. Hell yeah! There we go.
There he is. He said, "With just as white people hanging out in the woods waiting to be murdered, you won't find many gingers out there." To be clear.
Nate, I got a good story for you. Hope you hang around for that. Nah, I miss, and I joke, but yeah, I'm not down with the camping by myself in a tent. Even if I've been in even if I've been there before, I wouldn't do it. I'll go to a cabin maybe by myself, but even that I probably wouldn't do either.
Have you watched The Maddening or The Madness yet on Netflix?
No. That sounds amazing though.
Yeah, called it's got nothing to do with supernatural stuff, but it's pretty good. It starts off with that, going to a cabin in the woods.
Have you played Alan Wake or Alan Wake 2?
What? No.
Have you ever played Alan? It's about going to a cabin and like he's an author and like it talks about. I was just playing it today a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. But it's a lot about like what we talk about, like manifestation and like creating things and you're creating stories that come to real life, but like they take it to a supernatural way.
Yeah.
You will like that game, bro. It's the second one is really good. The first one ain't good.
Okay.
We can start streaming. Maybe I'll stream it. I'll play through 1 and 2, and y'all can see it.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be hella dope. Nathan White said, "I will be in Florida the last Sunday of the month. If you want to do a show from there, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Ooh,
oh yeah, man. You can do that. You can do that. I'll be here." Random Rick said, "Wow, quite the lag on your comments tonight." Possibly, I don't know. Yeah. That might be me. It's probably me. But so it's a video game, right?
It's like manifesting like your like story into real life, but like in an eerie kind of way. And the first game nowhere near as good as the second game. Let's be real. The first game is cool, but it's like a 2009 game. So like,
I can just watch that on YouTube.
Yeah, you could. But the 2023 game that dropped, that game was fantastic.
Damn. Okay. Nathan White said, "I broke into a cabin in Kentucky years ago. We stayed in it for 3 nights and left."
How was that?
You broke into a cabin? What?
Nate, have you ever went camping by yourself? Solo dolo in the woods?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, that's it's not something.
Well, we can watch this last video. If y'all want to.
Nathan, get back to us on that. You can. Let's get
This is a good story, though.
Now, this next story, the last one, is easily probably the most bizarre of all. In 1797, Benjamin Smith Barton, an American botanist, naturalist, and physician, wrote about a mysterious race of beings known as the Moon-Eye People. In fact, in his book, New Views of the Origin of the Tribes and Nations of America, according to the Cherokee people, these enigmatic creatures inhabited the southern Appalachian Mountains long before the first native peoples ever settled in the area. And so, interestingly, he really learned of these beings by a Cherokee hunter named Running Deer. And he was known throughout his tribe at the time as a skilled tracker and a man of unwavering courage. And so in the fall, when the leaves began to change, Running Deer was sent to the Appalachian Mountains to find a white deer. And it was believed that this spirit animal could give great wisdom if its hide was brought back to the village by someone with a pure heart. And so as Running Deer followed these strange markings, he could feel that the forest was getting darker and more ominous. And the trees began looking very strange, all twisted and gnarled and just terrifying. And even though he was getting pretty spooked by this, Running Deer kept going because he really wanted to find that rare white deer. But as he went deeper into the mountains, he started hearing these strange voices all around him. And at first, he thought it was just the wind making these strange noises, but he realized they were actual voices. They sounded like they were coming from everywhere at once, and they sounded urgent. And Running Deer came upon a clearing surrounded by tall stone pillars with very intricate designs on them. And in the middle of the clearing, there were these beings that looked totally different from anything he had ever seen before. They were pale, they had big round eyes that shone like moons, their hair was long and white, and they wore simple clothing made out of skins. And they also had bows and arrows and other primitive weapons with them. And so Running Deer kind of just watched as these beings talked to each other in their own language.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna need some more info on them shrubs less in Alaska.
I know what he meant by that.
I'm a little slow. I need more detail on that. Jeez.
something he didn't understand, and they seemed really focused and kept pointing to different places in the forest. And so he began feeling braver, and he stepped out from behind a tree and cautiously approached them. And when they saw him, they stopped talking and looked at him curiously. And so he had tried to say hello in his own language, but he didn't get a response. And he tried other Native American languages that he knew, but still no luck. And realizing that they couldn't understand him, instead of speaking, Running Deer used hand signals to communicate with these strange moon-eyed people. And they motioned for him to come closer, and they offered him food and water. And of course, at this point, he was very grateful for their hospitality, and he ate and studied their unique, bizarre appearance. Again, pale skin that kind of glowed in the firelight, large round eyes like shiny marbles with flecks of silver. Although he couldn't understand what they spoke, he was almost entranced by the melodic cadence of their voices. And after finishing the meal they gave him, they led him to one of these stone pillars that was covered in these intricate carvings that depicted people, animals, plants, and other various symbols. And they pointed to an image of a deer and then to the forest. And the moon-eyed people showed him where to find the rare white deer. And so, being extremely gracious, he then placed his hand on his heart before setting off deeper into the ancient forest. And so at this point, the moon was so bright that it kind of guided his path and almost showed him the trail like only a skilled hunter like himself could see. And he was more determined than ever to find this white deer and receive its wisdom and bring back to the tribe. Now, the moon-eyed people were described as smaller than average humans, almost dwarfish in nature, with, again, pale white skin, shocking white hair, and generous beards and unusually large blue eyes. Their eyes were so sensitive to light that they were said to be unable to see during the daytime, hence their name. Now, these nocturnal beings would hide in dark caves and underground caverns during the day, only emerging at night when the sun had retreated. In fact, sunlight was believed.
That does sound like a. Have you ever seen the Watchers? You seen the Watchers yet?
The Watchers.
With starring the
The Watchers.
It came out in 20. Have you guys seen it yet? It came out just this year, I think. You know the little girl. She's an adult now. She played a Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. Yeah, she was a little girl then. She's really famous actress. Her sister's really good. Anyways, she's in the movie, and M. Night Shyamalan's daughter directed it. But anyway, it's called The Watchers, and that's what these things sound like. And the Watchers, spoiler alert, they were
the
fairies.
Watchers. Oh,
really? Running Deer sounds racist. Poor Cherokee brothers.
I hope that's his name. I thought the same thing. It's like they really named the like Running Deer, and then he had to go find a deer in the woods like that.
And bring the hide back.
I'm not gonna say like.
It's not our story. It's not our story. We just thought the Moon Knight stuff is pretty.
I'm glad someone said it, but I didn't know if it was like, I'm like, is that wrong? Like, I don't know. Right.
But yeah, watch the Watchers. Check that movie out, and that's what these things kind of remind me of, except for the skin color.
To be deadly to them if they were to ever be caught in the open hours of daylight. And so Running Deer was so fascinated by the moon people and their hidden ways. And as he would continue deeper into the forest that nobody had been in at this time, guided by the light that the moon people supposedly provided, he almost wondered if these were actually spirit beings of some kind and not a whole different tribe of people, because what was their purpose in these lands? And the next thing he knew, he was falling on his face unconscious. And then the next thing he knew after that, he woke up and the Moon Eye people froze because they had apparently kidnapped him and taken him into one of the recesses of their dark caverns. And just as he was awakening, he kind of opened his eyes and could see he was surrounded by several of them. Now, this is where things get deeply disturbing. Running Deer was basically let go and was able to sit down with these moon-eyed people and noticed something very, very off. They were eating human body parts, some of which had tribal tattoos from his tribe on them. And he tried not to panic and attack because he didn't want to show fear in their territory and being surrounded and all, but it was hard for him to keep calm. And the eldest of the moon-eyed man could tell he was very uncomfortable and explained that they only eat people who disrespect
Family of
their
albinos.
land. Now, apparently it was a way to gain power. And
how the fuck did how do you explain? They weren't talking to him till then.
Well, when he first ran into them, they did find a way to communicate, though. They couldn't talk at first, but
you're right. But
still,
man,
they did find a way to communicate.
And why did he? I wouldn't have talked. See, I wouldn't have been there, but I'm gonna tell you right now. But I wouldn't have talked to them. I would have seen them like, nah.
Yeah, they were eating people from his tribe.
I would, and then they froze when he woke up, and they were like, "Oh, no, you cool."
What does that mean? They froze. That's the part I don't understand. Like when he woke up, they were talking. They're like,
"Oh, he's awake. Yeah, like he's not dead. We can't eat him." That's like that.
I can see you moving. No, you can't. You told me this froze when I woke up. No, we didn't. I don't know.
It's a weird story. Go ahead, bro.
All right.
Prevent enemies from coming back. Running Deer didn't like it, but he knew he had to focus on finding the white deer. So he ate some deer meat that the elder gave him.
So after all that, he still focused on the deer.
That means,
okay. Even though it made him sick. And after that, the elder took him by the hand deeper, where apparently he made a portal made of glowing energy. And the elder wanted Running Deer to go through it. And so Running Deer hesitated, and these beings began to turn violent and actually forced him into this opening into another world, a world that Running Deer described was vibrant in color with strange noises. And he found himself standing in this strange place that was foreign to him. The forest he knew was gone, and it was replaced by this mysterious new place. And suddenly, a ghostly white deer appeared in front of him, emanating wisdom like a lighthouse in the dark. He realized these beings didn't open a portal. They were able to pull him into the spirit realm. And between this white deer and the hunter, they almost had a silent conversation where the deer asked Running Deer why he had come to their realm, and he would explain his village's troubles, and the spirit animal listened with understanding. As it came to be, the response wasn't spoken out loud, but it echoed in his mind. The deer spoke of an imbalance caused by his own people of not respecting the beings of the forest. Now, long ago, these creatures were apparently protectors until they were pushed away by Running Deer's ancestors. The solution offered was simple yet profound. A trade must be made. And so at this point, Running Deer is terrified as he realized what was expected of him. He would have to stay in this spirit world forever, while one last deer from there would come back with him to restore balance to his tribe's land. As he thought about his family and tribe waiting for him at home, he began to cry. And the weight of this decision would bear down on him so heavy, because if he was to say no, not only would his fate be at stake, but also that of everyone back at home. And so this is when these beings showed their true colors, that they appeared to masquerade as good, but were very evil and vindictive if their demands weren't met. And Running Deer had to make a horrific decision. He knew he had to put his...
Sounds like a certain politician we know, but I'll keep going.
His own wants aside for the sake of his people, and reluctantly, he agreed to the trade offered by the white deer spirit. And it was a heavy burden on his heart, but he braced himself for the consequences. And as expected, he was transformed into a white hairless deer and returned to his tribe as their chief. However, This choice angered the Moonite people, who then declared war on Running Deer's tribe. They covered themselves in a dark substance from their cave and became twisted beings and monsters. And the ensuing battle left both sides devastated, and even the land suffered from the destruction. Now, interestingly, the Cherokee and other Native American tribes told stories of expelling these strange people from their lands. The exact nature of this expulsion varied from tradition to tradition, with some tales describing the Cree people driving them out, while others spoke of the Cherokees waging a relentless war against the pale-skinned creatures. Now, despite their supposed expulsion, the legacy of the Moonite people remained in the form of ancient rock structures. Even mysterious pre-Columbian mounds and ruins scattered all throughout the Appalachians from, North Carolina to Georgia and Alabama, they remain a piece of history. And one of the most famous examples is an 850-foot-long stone wall in Fort Mountain State Park, Georgia, which is believed to date back to roughly 500 BC. This wall is said to be a remnant of the bloody conflict between the Moonite people and the Cherokee. In addition to the stone wall, countless other crude rock structures, walls, mounds, and forts can be found throughout the Appalachians. Anomalous carvings, figurines, and a soapstone carving of conjoined figures now displayed at the Cherokee County Historical Museum are also attributed to these mysterious people. And so when Europeans first arrived in the region, the natives, who were not known for building such fort-like structures themselves, claimed that these constructions had always been there and were the work of the Moonite people. Again, while Cherokee folklore is rich with tales of the supernatural and beings and various spirits, like the one I told you, the Moonite people are never really spoken of in such a manner, instead being described matter-of-factly as another physical race that inhabited the same lands. The true identity of the Moon people have really been the subject of much speculation and theorizing over the years. In fact, one popular idea suggests they may be evidence of native contact with European explorers who had reached the New World long before recorded history, possibly connected to the legend of the Welsh-speaking Indians. Now, this legend originates from 16th century manuscripts by Welsh antiquarians.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. But it just goes more to like the history and things like that, which is cool. It's some pretty dope history on that. As we all know, the history that we're taught is not necessarily the correct history. So, what the random race say? You do know deers are dumb as shit, right? Well, I want to know how the story got out. Because he got transformed.
He was a deer, so how did they tell the story?
Right.
Oh, that's all I thought about the whole time.
Yeah. I like the story, but it never explained that part. This is more so a folktale, if anything.
Was that maybe the reason when they got into it with them? Is what they told, like, how the Cherokee, I don't know, the Cherokee talk about Native Americans, like, talk science in their own way. We just have to, like, decode it, I feel. Like, when we were talking about slipwalking.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, slipwalking. That's what the Bigfoot and Bigfoot Sasquatch can do. They can slipwalk into other dimensions.
Yeah.
Or to a parallel dimension. Yeah. So deer are pretty dumb.
Deer are dumb
in comparison to humans. And then you have another thing on here.
There's the rules. I don't know if you guys want to go through that, but like there's certain rules in Appalachia that skip that. Let's go to games with the game, bro.
No, I mean this is only like a minute long, so that's
okay. Yeah, I mean let's do it. I didn't watch it, but I that's why I picked it. So I wonder if the rules that I heard are the same as these. So
yeah, what do you guys think about these rules? I haven't seen this video yet, so
me neither. I just clicked it.
He didn't vet the video. we hardly vet any of this stuff. All right. Okay, so this is rules to follow.
Things not to do with Appalachians.
Okay, all right. And then we need to shout out 303.
500 likes on it. I can see. I can't.
Yeah. I'm gonna like that too. All right, cool. All right, let's check this bad boy out. Let's see what it says.
There is a very specific set of rules that you are to follow when you are in Appalachia. Now, I've brought them up before, and some will tell you that it's nothing but bullshit. But many have experienced things they can't explain in these woods. Rule number 1 is you do not whistle at night.
What I tell y'all,
People in Appalachia, as well as many Native American tribes and other cultures, believe that whistling at night brings evil spirits.
Sheesh.
Number 2, don't look in the trees. Now, I'm not saying do not glance at the trees. The trees are beautiful, but do not stare at them intently trying to see something, because you don't want to see what you're trying to see.
Oh.
And trust me, they see you, even if you don't see them. Number 3, if you hear your name called, you don't answer it. You didn't hear it. Why is that? Well, let's just play it safe. Just don't answer it. Number 4, if you see something that looks like a deer but isn't acting like a deer, that's
it's
not a deer.
Not a
All
fucking
heard
deer.
tales about skinwalkers. Yeah, just leave that thing alone. Now, this isn't meant to scare anybody. You definitely should see Appalachia at least once or more in your life if you haven't been there. I'm just saying, take extra precautions when you're out in the woods, especially at night. This
Shout
is Jen
out.
from the Night Society.
Shout out to
Remember, everybody needs a little help in the night.
Yep. That is the rules.
That's pretty much what we say on this show all the time.
So I know people don't think we know what we're talking about, but we know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about. Now, some stuff we get wrong, and we will correct it.
For sure, we'll correct it.
We will come in and make a disclaimer. We usually do at the beginning of the show. So if you don't hear us do that, it's usually in the beginning. So yeah, that's pretty profound stuff. So again, don't whistle in the woods at night. Don't stare into the woods intently. Don't answer when something calls your name.
If a deer isn't acting like a deer, it's probably not a deer.
It's not a deer. But I like that one part. Don't stare intently trying to see something, because you don't want to see what you're trying to see, and they can see you. I think that's probably the one that sends chills up my spine.
Yeah, I didn't think about that till you said that.
Yeah, that's
it's crazy because that things that would you say it's more Native American folklore? That's things that Black people tell you. That
absolutely.
Like you don't listen to, if you hear your name, you don't answer it.
Right.
You don't whistle the thing. You don't whistle at night. Thing I've heard from just Black culture before.
Right.
So not just Native American culture. You like 3 knocks. I've heard that's you don't want to answer that. 3 knocks at your door. You can never answer that.
Nope.
Things like that. Black people got some things that we do. So it's interesting.
Do you know why though? You know why it's so similar?
I don't know why it's. Wait, what?
You know why it's so similar?
Oh, because we are Native Americans.
Yeah, yeah. It's slowly coming out, people. Yeah. I know we sound crazy. Like we always sound crazy, but this video is kind of one of the things that, like, oh, I guess they do. They're talking about, because we've been talking about that stuff for a while, but it's slowly coming out that African Americans are not African Americans; they're Native Americans. So, I see here we've got okay. So we're done with that. So. We can so tell us what you guys think about that in the comments, please.
Yeah, and let us know if you have any other Native American folklore. I love that stuff, man. So
yeah,
if you know any more about that, well, we can do Wendigos, I guess.
Yeah, Wendigos are freaky.
There's probably a lot more that we don't know about. I want to know about as far as folklore goes. So, but yeah, that was fun. That's creepy, man. I want to go Appalachian Trail, but I don't want to. I'm not staying there. I'm saying,
I'm good.
Nice area.
I'll look at it from a distance. I'm good. We'll move on. We'll move on to game for the gang. So this is a game for the gang. This is not cap or not, but I'm just gonna play some videos, and if I've played these before, let me know. sometimes I forget to delete some of this stuff, and then I end up showing it again. Have I done the Sphinx, the origins of the Sphinx?
No, you've not.
All right, so let's check this out. Let me go back here. The comments. And let's take a look at this video. Where's the mute? All right, there we go. So the origins of the Sphinx in Egypt.
In Egypt was built around 48,500 BC by the Syrian Anunnaki. At the time, there were two different divisions of Anunnaki, the Syrian Anunnaki, as well as the Anunnaki resistance. The Anunnaki resistance were the ones who were pulling power from Mother Earth and intending to conquer Egypt and conquer the Ark of the Covenant and conquer Earth. So the Syrian Anunnaki built the Great Pyramids as well as the Sphinx. The Great Pyramids were built on top of an inner portal, Stargate 4, where the Ark of the Covenant was stationed at the time. And the Sphinx was built next to it, covering an inner earth portal passage, which was connected directly to the Ark of the Covenant with the head of an Anunnaki warrior and the body of a lion-like leonine cosmic ancestors of the Anunnaki to show we will not be intimidated. So the Sphinx in...
All right.
That's kind of cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that's true, but it sounds really cool.
It sounds cool.
Yeah. I like when they because they said Ark of the Covenant was by the pyramids for a long time. It was this energy source. So this kind of tracks with that. So Random Rick is leaving us to play Black Ops 6. So we'll miss you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in with us. And I don't know, Coach, you put this up yet, but he said, remember, don't go camping. You did? Okay.
I mean, go camp, but go camping places that aren't haunted. Probably.
Nope, don't go camping.
You're pretty good in Minnesota, except we are going to have to cover what lurks beneath story. But I think the Lake of the Isles. I've heard stories from people like from here talk about. No, not Lake of the Isles.
Lake of the Woods.
Lake of the Woods. Lake of the Isles is not scary. Lake of the Isles is Minneapolis. It's not scary. But Lake of the Woods, yes.
Yeah. I heard there's some Wendigos up there doing some pretty Wendigo thingies. So
we're going to cover that.
Yeah, you guys be safe. I never really, when I lived in Minnesota, I didn't kick it up in northern Minnesota, really.
I went, the northern I've been is past Duluth. It's Gooseberry Falls, but I don't like, I've stayed in Duluth. I camped in Duluth.
Okay.
But I don't. We went to a campground. We didn't go like out in the woods. We were at a campground. I'll go to a campground, but I'm not going to the woods.
I'm camping an RV on a campground.
I'll do a tent in a campground. I'm not doing the woods. I've done that one time as a kid. Not doing it ever again.
When did you do that as a kid?
I hate to Michigan.
Oh, really? Was it a camping trip, or
camp? Well, I was at a camp that did a camping trip.
Oh, okay. You went to camp as a kid?
Yeah. One year.
Mom and Dad never sent us to no camp.
I asked to go, and I got to go.
Pretty sure I asked to go to camp. Pretty sure.
My homeboy was going every year, and I was like, "What?" He was like, "It's dope." I was like, "I need to check that out." So I went. Mom and Dad wanted me to go the next year, but like, I think I was going to like high school, and I was like, "Man, it's time to play football. I ain't got time to go on Camp St. Croix. It's time to go train for football. I ain't got time for that." So that stopped that.
So Tyson always says that Tyson's our sister, as y'all don't know. She always says that Mom and Dad were always paranoid that her and I were going to get kidnapped. And I kind of remember that.
They thought that about me too.
So, but it reasons like that where they would never send Tyson at the camp.
Like,
we couldn't even sleep over next door at the homie's house. Like, we couldn't even do that. To go on a camping trip was no. What?
Y'all were in the 80s, man. Y'all had all them and children like murderers and all that. So I get it.
There's a lot of stuff going on in California. back then. There are a lot of serial killers out there.
They just thought, mom and dad watched so much news. They just thought it was everywhere, which I get. But with me, they're like, oh, John goes there, Kobe will be all right.
Yeah. I regret not going to camp as a kid though, because I've seen like all the little movies in the 80s. Well, I'm glad it was not like a Crystal Lake type camp. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to go to something.
No, actually, low key it is, because a lot of people die in that river.
Goodness gracious!
St. Clair River, a lot of people die in that river.
Yeah, I mean, everything happens for a reason. So yeah, I'm not.
It was cool, man. When you get home though, you appreciate a bed. That's for sure. Sleeping on a cot for 2 weeks. No, sleeping on the floor for a week, then a cot for the next week. When you get into a bed, bro, you're like, oh my god.
You were there for 2 weeks. Where was I?
You knew. I thought you knew about it. I was like in 8th grade.
I probably forgot.
Yeah, you were around.
Or was I estranged then?
I don't know.
There was a couple times when that happened.
All of us probably.
Might have been my estranged moments.
Maybe you were, but I don't think so. I think. You were. Yeah, that would be.
Well, no. If you said you're in the 8th grade, so you would have been 13.
I was 14.
14.
I about to be 14. Yeah, you're right.
No, I was good.
It was love. I came back. We're so off the topic. We had to do game with the gang, but I came back home to I think Aunt Gladys, Aunt Val, I think Aunt Ann, and I think Uncle James Jr. was here. It was dope.
Was Aunt Donnie there that time?
No. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was around. Yeah, I was around.
I think Aunt Donnie was there.
If she was there, I was around on that one. I know there's another time they came and I wasn't there. I think I was living in Indianapolis at the time, but I wasn't living in Indianapolis.
You know what? You were in Strange, but you popped up to see them. You definitely popped up to see them. Yeah.
I was a straight, but I popped up to see them.
Yeah, you popped up to see them.
You got to pop in to see the fam, even when you're estranged.
Bro, I came back from that trip and I laid down in the bed for the first time. I was like, this is what a bed feels like again?
This is heaven.
Bro.
This is heaven. Okay, maybe I didn't miss out too much. Yeah,
I was gone for 2 weeks. Eat this shit.
I don't know if I've been able to handle 2 weeks. And I don't think as a kid I didn't know how to swim. Like I didn't learn how to swim until middle school. So
I learned to swim on my own at that camp.
Oh, really?
Like I'm not a great swimmer, but I can get myself.
Yeah, me neither.
I can get myself somewhere. That's all I needed. So.
Same. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm no Michael Phelps, but I can dive in the deep end and survive. I'm comfortably.
Definitely, like if I touch the bottom of the water, like in a pool, I'll just kick off.
I love doing that.
I'll just swim off somewhere. So I ain't tripping about the water no more because of that. And then just kind of doing it all. And man, we're off topic though.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do games again. My bad.
So let's go back to game for the gang. This is called Dreamscape. So I don't remember what this is. So check it out, y'all. What do you think? I need to share this damn thing. Hold on. In the comments, did you guys ever go to summer camp as a kid? And if you did, anything strange or creepy happen?
I had some weird stuff when I went hiking.
Did you? Okay. We gotta get into that. Definitely gotta get that. All right, let's check this out. So this is Dreamscape, y'all. Different realm. They're different dream realms.
You actually go when you dream.
You're actually out of the body when you're dreaming at night. So when you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, you're going to spend 3 hours. This is medical studies now. This is hard no science now. Mm-hmm. We've known this since the 50s when we discovered the 4 brainwaves. You spend 3 hours out of the body into the 5th dimension. The question is, where do you go? Most people, because they don't know what they're doing, or because they're arguing with their wife, or they're worrying about problems, or because they had too many drugs, they go to the lower astral plane. Mm. That's a very bad neighborhood.
Like hell.
Well, except you can get out of it. Yeah. So it's like purgatory. Okay?
Purgatory, okay.
Whereas if you use the techniques I described in psychic protection techniques and more positive things, you can leave through the crown chakra, not through the 3rd chakra, which will take you to the lower astral. Mm. If you go to the crown chakra, which is where you want to go, now you go to the upper astral plane or the causal, mental, etheric, or even soul plane. Those are all positive dimensions. Okay, the only two negative dimensions are the lower astral plane and this one. We have a lot of problems here, but the other dimensions are all positive, and each dimension has a sound and certain characteristics that are relevant to it. For example, if you're out of the body and you hear the roar of the sea, you're on the astral plane. If you hear the tinkling of bells like in a New Age bookstore, now you're on the causal plane. Where the if you hear the sound of running water, you're on the mental plane. And if you hear the buzzing of bees, you're on the etheric plane. Or if you hear the sound of a flute, you're on the soul plane.
Where do you actually go when you
So
drink?
what do you think about that, man?
Bro, no, the Russian water thing. Well,
Yeah.
is it my white noise thing?
I mean, the thing about it, you're not sleeping with that though on your, because I don't sleep with any white noise, but I haven't heard this stuff though.
You don't hear stuff when you have an ongoing noise in the back of your dreams.
No.
Oh, I do.
No, I never have like there. I
I
don't have
thought
theme
it's just
music.
my sound machine or my
Yeah.
fan.
Perhaps I know a lot of people. I know Skinny Man. He sleeps with a fan. Like he has to have a fan when he sleeps. I like the TV in the background, and sometimes that bleeds into my dreams, but not often. But I don't need it.
You could sleep with straight nothing.
Nothing.
I can't sleep with that.
Yeah, I can sleep with straight nothing, especially if I'm at home. If I'm in a hotel room, not so much, but in a hotel room, the TV bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So I usually turn the TV off in the hotel room, and I'll listen to like YouTube, or I'll watch something on my iPad or something like that.
Even when we travel, I'll bring a white noise machine, or I'll put a white noise in my phone. Yeah, I need a little, and it's like it's like I fall asleep like that. Like it's like I don't know. I always have a noise in my dream. I have like a background noise. The water thing, I don't know about though. I believe that shit though.
It makes a lot of sense, especially like, since we saw that study where people were actually able to send messages to each other in their lucid dreams. Like this is like on hardware, like they've actually been able to send messages to each other, like it's recorded. So that's, I don't know, this it makes sense. I don't know. What were you gonna say, bud?
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything other than like it just makes sense because like we know that our energy is kind of like, well, remember me with you I was talking to how like we know we're more than this,
right?
Like we know we're more than this. Yeah. I was listening to like something, I don't know what I was doing, or I don't know if I was listening with you or something you sent me. Like the Japanese culture, they don't when they say your name, they put like something after it, like Kobe-san or Kobe-kun or Kobe-kun, or like, so they say it because they know that's just what they're calling you.
Right.
They know that's not your real name. It was Johnny. I was talking to my boy Johnny about it. And I was like, so what's your real name?
We don't we have no idea what our real names are. Well, not here, not in this consciousness. We exist on all levels. This is just a piece of us right here. Yeah. So, but this part of us we don't know. We're given our name, like you said, at birth. So,
my name is Kobe. You're not saying I am Kobe. You're saying my name is Kobe. Like the way, like words mean things. People ask you what your name is. You say, my name is Gaither Jr. My name is Rashad. My name is Gaither. My name is Gaither. My name is Tysley. But like, you're not saying I am Tysley. I am Kobe. I am, like, we call Ghost, but that's not, is that Ghost name to Ghost? Like Ghost responds to it, but is that really his name?
That's cold. That's cold right there.
So it means like every being is above this like plane that we're on. And like we talk about how like humans like have lost their gifts. But I think we just ignore our gifts. Like the biggest thing humans all have, when someone's staring at you.
Yeah.
That's an instinct, That's like the psychic powers you have.
Yeah, I think anybody can attest to that. We can get to the other senses of, you know what I'm saying, like for more pseudo-ish, But
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think we can make I think just about everybody can make a claim that they know in close proximity when somebody's staring at them without having to actually see them staring at them.
Not only that, you feel it. You feel it.
You feel it.
You feel that. People say, "I felt their eyes on me." You feel it from the exact location someone's looking at you at. Just
Right,
why do you
right.
feel it?
Why do you feel that? Why do you feel
That's
that?
weird.
I think
That's
another
weird.
it's quantifiable. That's what I meant to say. It's quantifiable.
That's
It's
a
like,
good. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
we all can agree to that. Also, less quantifiable, but I think most people would say this is that you feel, when somebody walks in a room without having to hear them. Like, you can feel the presence. Like, I don't think everybody can say that, but
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Right, and not all the time.
Get
So
you. Yeah,
people can sneak up on it. Yeah, because you're distracted. If you're distracted by something, then you probably won't notice it. But
I'll take it a step further. You can feel people's energy even if you don't know them. Like if you see somebody, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. I'll leave that one alone. Certain people's energy though. The minute you
some people can do that. Some people are good at
that. What it is the minute you see them or the minute you talk to them, you're like, oh, you're one of them. Like I'm one of them people. I try to ignore it a lot. That's one of my flaws. But I know when people are scumbag when that's not the right term. I know they're not for me. That's what I should say. I should say that. Everybody's a scumbag who I don't like. That's not true. But I know they're not someone I want to deal with. I should say that.
Yeah, I don't have that ability. I don't have the empath thing.
My bad thing. I don't tell people about it because I don't know if I'm right at the time. If a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's cool," and I'm like,
I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
I like everybody. I love people, but if I don't like you, I'm trying to figure it out a lot. And then something pops up, and I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah. Shell's like
why?
that.
Why did I believe that the first time I thought it? I'm always trying to see the better in people. With
right,
man. If I feel it, I know. I'm like, I just know. And then you tell me more about them, and it keeps confirming what I know. Fuck, man, I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
I'm good at connecting dots. Like I'll tell my boss that. Oh, so wait a minute. I go, no. They don't connect dots like I connect dots. Like I'll only need a couple pieces, and I can build the whole thing out. I go. I play dumb a lot though, so you guys don't know that.
Yeah, I do that too.
Just to kind of protect myself. But she'll tell me something. I'm like, you already knew that. What? How did you already know that? Because I connect dots.
I already knew it. Yeah, that's me.
I'm really good at it. So,
that's me. I'm wrong sometimes, but a lot of the times I'm like, oh, they were whack. I knew they were whack. But when people, you know what? I'll meet people the first time and I'll like them a lot. And I'm like, oh, I like this. I like this person. And sometimes I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm like, oh no, they're good. They're good. And they are. That's who they are. That's the older I get, the more I tap into that. I'm like, oh yeah, they're good people. I can already tell.
I love everybody.
I love most
wrong. I love everybody. I've never met a stranger until they do me wrong, and I get done wrong a lot. But
I don't. There's certain people I don't like. There's certain people I know for a long time who kind of shifted. Their energy shifted. I'm like, you're kind of shaky right now. And when you get right, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you got some shit going on.
Yeah. Now that I can sense. Once I know them, then I can feel the energy sense. But if I don't know them or the energy shift, if I don't know them, then I can't tell. I really can't. But yeah, guys, sorry we got into that. But this is all part of this is part of weird and creepy.
Yeah, I think people ignore that. I think we get caught in no, like he was saying, you got struggles, you got stress, you got work. So you forget some of the things you actually can feel. You can feel when things aren't right. You can feel when people aren't 100 with you. Right. Not saying you're right, so you shouldn't act on that. You should be like,
right.
I'm gonna remember that to make sure that you verify it when you're like, God damn it,
knew it. Yeah, knew it.
But then you laugh at yourself about it. Oh shit! At least I knew then, so that's my
Right.
fault. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I tell you
Anyways,
what, that gives me hope because sometimes I'd be like, am I a good person? But you and Shell still rock with me, so I guess I am. Because you do it. You do it.
I do that to myself too.
You understand?
But yeah, no, you're a good person. You don't make mistakes. Like people are gonna like we were talking the other day. Like I was telling you, like I look at people. I don't look at like an event that happened as that like that's them all the time. Like or like if you had a mental breakdown, that's not you.
Right.
So, like I understand that. Like I understand addiction. Obviously, I'm from a different background. I'm from a job that I have to see that. So like, but there's some people who I don't care what you've been through. You could have been through nothing. We just don't rock. Like you're just not some. And I've been burnt before to know that
you ignored it.
I've ignored it before.
You ignored all the warning signs, and then yep.
Because you're like, well, I'm cool because if they play me, it's all right. But then they play you and they still got you. Like, God damn it, I was all right. I knew that, and I knew they were shiesty, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew they were on some shit, but you know what I'm like. I thought I'd be all right, but you're not all right.
Yep. She'll get to hit me with that. I told you so. Every single time. She's like, I told you, ass. You don't never listen. Okay.
Yeah,
so guess what?
Yeah,
guess what? You got to trust the powers. You got to trust the powers. Because me, I want to give the person a chance. I want to give people a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Too.
I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that you could be that way. Why would you be that way? Especially with me when I'm being genuine. When you're trying to be a genuine person, but some people are just evil incarnate, and you can't help that.
Announcement: leave Rashad alone, because Rashad's learning more and more, and especially because we got family out here ain't worth a damn. We can see y'all. Y'all just do better. We can see y'all.
Yeah.
We can see y'all a mile away. Friends and family. We can see y'all. So just do better.
Do better.
You know what I'm saying? Rock with us. We'd rather help you, but we know you're trying to play somebody.
Yeah, we don't do that playing stuff. Don't
do that. Yeah,
don't play because we're nice people.
Yeah,
because that eats away at your soul.
It don't hurt us at all. It hurts you.
It don't hurt us. No, it don't hurt us. That eats away at your soul. So, and if you think we're talking about you, then
we probably are.
We probably are. But those that I talk to, those that rock with me, you know what I'm saying? You know it ain't you, because I fought with you the long way.
Most people I rock with know it's not them. Most people who I talk to know it's not them. So.
Right, but it's your clutching your pearls. It's you, nigga. So.
It's not me. You only get right with me. You gotta get right with God and yourself.
Yeah, different. It's covered nice. Doesn't mean we're dumb.
Nah, we see you.
Yeah, we see you. I just said
y'all move crazy. Y'all, I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, if you go ahead, bro.
I want to shock now. I want to shock. I want. Because this is getting good.
Y'all move like y'all say you hustle, but y'all ain't moving like one.
Y'all not moving. Y'all not moving like a yeah.
Don't hide.
Yeah, don't hide. Don't hide. All right, I'm gonna play this clip, man. We keep going. So this is called particle decelerators. You've heard of particle accelerators, right? Particle decelerators. Check this out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I said, if E equals mc squared, then E divided by c squared equals m. Saying that if energy is fast matter, then all matter is slow energy. When we see things, when we perceive our environment, our eyes are slowing down energy, and I'm allowed to see it as matter.
Whoa.
So that process of energy being slowed down by c squared, my theory says that it's happening in the mind. Our brain is a particle decelerator. So scientists use particle accelerators all of the time, speed up particles to emulate the beginning of the universe, smash atoms together. So I said, no, our brains are particle decelerators. We take all of this energy that's happening in rapid succession and we slow it down so that makes sense, that we have an interface. This reality is an interface with each other. That's essentially what's happening with our eyes. There's a reason I can't hear light, because the speed that ears interpret at is for sound. It's at Mach 1 to, our range of sound. It's not fast enough to perceive light.
Who is this guy? First of all. And second of all, that is profound. Our brain is a particle.
No, it's true. You know it's
matter is just slow energy. Whoa.
Whoa.
My science brain is having a fun time right now. So deep. Powerful.
So
Okay. So
you know why that's true? You know that was.
Before we go into that, just real quick, somebody did leave a comment. PhD physics student here. E equals mc squared doesn't mean that fast matter is energy. It just means that matter and energy are equivalent. There is no concept of fast or slow, as speed is relative. That's why it's called theory of relativity. So this whole idea of mind being a particle decelerator is BS and based on misunderstanding of physics. What I say to this person, Mr. Or Miss PhD physics student here, this is quantum physics. That's what this person is talking about. It's quantum physics. So go ahead, Kobe. Sorry. I know they brought physics.
Matter, energy, or there is no concept of fastness or speed is relative. That's why it's called theory of relativity. Idea of speed. I disagree. I disagree with this. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but speed being relative doesn't make any sense to me because that means light years don't mean anything.
Time is relative. Time is relative, but I mean, this person.
There is no concept of fast or slow as speed is relative. That's why it's called theory of relativity. This whole idea of mind being a power decelerator is BS. But that fast and slow as speed is relative. What do you? I guess I get. Okay. What is fast? What is fast to you? I guess what you're saying. I guess if that's what they're saying, I'm not sure. But like saying, I thought they were saying like speed is relative, but not really. Because speed is speed. If I could move 100 light years, I'll be 100 light years away now. Like that's what it is. That's what we know how fast light moves in a certain aspect. Sorry, I'll leave the restroom real quick. So please keep the chat going. But like that. Ain't no chat going. Ain't nobody talking. But like that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. So I'll be right.
Okay, all right. So I don't know. The chat is not going, but I don't know if anybody wants to chime in here, and I'll play it again. I think where this guy may have messed up is that he brought math into it. I don't think you need to bring math into this because we're basically just saying that the brain is an interface for us to connect in this 3D, holographic fractal universe. And these bodies are an instrument that we use to traverse it. Maybe they have to bring the math in because then you get people like this, Mr. PhD physics student here. So, but I'll play it back again just in case anybody missed it. It is a little bit deeper than rap, and it gives Kobe time to come back from the restroom. I'll remove him for now. So here we go.
Said if E equals mc squared, then E divided by c squared equals m. Saying that if energy is fast matter, then all matter is slow energy. When we see things, when we perceive our environment, our eyes are slowing down energy, and I'm allowed to see it as matter.
Whoa.
So that process of energy being slowed down by c squared, my theory says that it's happening in the mind. Our brain is a particle decelerator. So scientists use particle accelerators all of the time, speed up particles to emulate the.
So the brain is just slowing everything down so you can put it in review. Kind of like that theory where the guy said that when your house is not really there until you come across it, and then all the particles and all atoms come together for you to see. That's when it exists.
I mean, the way the guy explained it to me makes sense. I'm a dumbass, so I get what this guy's saying as far as me peeing and thinking about it. I get what this guy's saying, theory of relativity. Yeah. But your brain, your brain does it if you play at sports.
Right.
people say I was in the zone, and I know it's hard for everybody to understand this analogy, but if you ever play sports and you're pretty good at sports, the game literally does slow down for you.
Slows down.
You can see
Right.
things that you shouldn't be able to see. You can do things you shouldn't be able to do quicker. And because you're able to analyze information at a faster rate, your brain is slowing down the information for you, and you're
Yeah.
moving in a way to make things happen. Like I was 5'8" on the D line, and I knew when the quarterback did a play action. There's no way I should be able to see that.
Right.
I'm just so, but I'm seeing it.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like your brain just slows down the
Yeah.
information for you.
Have you ever had a situation where you're about to get in an accident and
Yeah.
you slow things down to avoid it? Like
Yep.
I got an example where I was on the freeway, and there's a with the HOV lane that was next to me. You know, it was just me in the car, so I wasn't driving in it, and the vehicle in front of me slammed on their brakes, and I stopped. I wasn't going to hit that car, but there's the car behind me that was coming really fast and was now slamming on their brakes, about to put in work on me. So I had to make a pimp decision. So I slowed down time, literally. I didn't want to go to HOV lane because the cops were watching it all the time, and I didn't want to get a ticket. And then I looked in the lane next to me because it was rush hour traffic. I wasn't getting in there. So made that quick decision. Got in the HOV lane and gunned it, while that other vehicle that's behind me slammed into the other car that was in front of me.
Damn.
Right. So like it's all happened in an instant. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And basically, and like a whole bunch of stuff was being processed in my mind as I was going through this. And I was drunk. I'm kidding. I wasn't drinking. It was rush hour.
No, I don't know. I
wasn't
can't
drunk.
remember
Yeah,
a time
right after
I've
work.
done that. I've done that before. Not like, I don't know if I did it. I don't know if I missed. See, in Minnesota it snows a lot, so like I've done that with ice. Like where I'm flying off the road. I'm like, well, turn your wheel this way, and I'm calm because I'm like,
Right.
well, there's nothing I can do but try to fix it. And I never really freak out when things like that happen. I just kind of calm down and see if I can figure it out. Yeah, you should figure it out.
That's smart. Yeah. If you just calm down, that's when you can kind of slow things down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, what they say, being calm under pressure, and that's why you're able to do that. That's one of the things that George Lucas was talking about with the Force. That's why Anakin, who was a human, could run that race like he could, because he could see things happen before they happen, because he had the natural ability in the Force. Other alien species could just do it naturally, but humans couldn't.
We don't have that. Yeah, we don't have that in us.
Right. But
we do. That's the thing. We actually do, but we don't tap into it.
Right.
Like, I mean, everybody can relate to a time where they're about to fall and they catch themselves, and they're like, "How did I do that?" Like that, you slow down time, and you made the right. Sometimes you don't make the right decision. Sometimes that's it too. You can slow down time and not make the right decision. Like, I messed that up.
That is true. And sometimes you make the decision to fall.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the best opportunity for you. I mean, not the best, but that's the best choice for you. Like dad always tells a story when he was carrying me, and he just got off of work. Young man, I was a kid, super young guy. You know, you didn't have a lot of money, just make enough to pay the bills and get a little drink, you know, for the weekend. It was a Friday. he tried to bring me in, you know, to the crib. The car, it was snowy, icy. He had a bottle of whatever he was drinking, and he had me. And then the ice hit. He stepped in some ice. He had to make a pimp decision. It was either he's gonna fall regardless, but he's gonna save me or the bottle.
He saved the bottle.
He saved the bottle. Here I am today.
The kid will be okay, though. The bottle will not be okay. And if the bottle fell and hit the kid, That's even worse. I get it.
The spot. Nah, he people of the chat who's not chatting in the chat. He saved me. The bottle broke. I did hear a story of somebody it happening to somebody and they had their kid, but there was snow and they had a bottle. They threw the kid in the snow.
That's smart.
Yeah.
The kid will not be hurt.
No,
Be a
you
little
the kid
cold,
snow.
maybe.
Yeah, but he won't.
I don't blame you, Pop. I don't blame you, Pop. If you dropped some Pops, I don't blame you. I would have dropped them too. Shit.
You got me. Hey, how you?
This can break. This one can't.
This one can't. If it does, we can fix it.
We can fix this one.
Have you ever fell or slipped with a full cup of beverage and saved the beverage?
Yep. Hurt my elbow, but I saved my drink.
Saved your drink. Oh Lord! All right, y'all. We gonna keep going. This game for the games is longer than I thought it would be. All right, we got one more. So apparently we're supposed to have an alien invasion take place on the 3rd of December, which didn't happen. We all had to go to work. We all had to pay taxes the next day and all that. So the alien, if it did happen, it did change life as we know it. So
come on, aliens.
Yeah, like what are you guys doing? Like, come on, you should do something. But apparently there were a lot of UAPs seen that day. One of the UAPs was found over the DFW airport, which I had flown out of that day. But they saw it later on that afternoon, apparently. And I don't know if you guys heard about it, so I'll put you on game here. So check this out. No. Here we go.
Center Boy 3413, got a question. Go ahead. You know if the river's MOA is hot, you got anybody mess around over there? It is cold. Well, I was curious why you asked. It's going to sound a little weird, but we keep asking about the MOAs we keep passing because we're following these two kind of lights that are up above us that are kind of jogging back and forth left and right for the past like half hour. Really? Yeah, I don't.
What?
On radar? No, river's just not active. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, 1757, we've been watching them for about an hour or two in the northwest.
An hour.
They were really weak as well.
That's another pilot.
Oh. Way up high?
Split positions. They actually moved. It's the first time I've seen them change relative positions.
That's weird.
Is that a video of it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Block, you say they're close in to you or they're up high?
Oh, I put them about 100 miles out in space.
Gotcha. Agreed.
Man, what?
Yeah, man. So they showed up, and that wasn't the only one. There was one that showed up a game in Israel. What was it? Was it Israel?
Maybe they did attack us, but attack like our psyche.
Possibly. I'm still paying taxes, so I don't know. But there's that, man. So I just wanted to put that up for you guys. That was game for the gang. So
games for the gang.
Yeah. So with that down, we're gonna go over here to
Cap or No Cap.
Cap or No Cap. You want to explain to them what Cap or No Cap is?
So Cap or No Cap. So we show you paranormal, unexplained, UAP, UFO, anything like that. We see videos like that, and we say if it's cap, that means it's not true. If it's no cap, we believe it is true. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. So we will get into the first one, and the first video we have titled, "How did you say hell nah in French?"
Whoa. I love it. This is the best part. I love the names that we put on them. All right, here we go. It's got to be you, Rashad.
I don't know. I thought this was you, but who knows?
Oh, maybe it's me.
I don't know. I don't know, man. We always forget because we do these things like we're way ahead in the show with our notes. So we put this thing up like 2 weeks ago. Whoever did it. So all right, let's go.
Seul au milieu de nulle part. On regarde les étoiles. C'est trop
Oh,
beau.
okay, they're
On n'est
speaking
pas bien
French.
là.
Okay.
On n'est pas bien là. Ah,
It's a beautiful language.
It's a beautiful
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
language indeed.
Ooh. You ain't got no head.
Oh God.
Ooh, shit. Hell nah, dog. That thing was putting us down.
C'est quoi ce bordel?
What in the world?
Wait.
What in the world? What was going on there?
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna say that's gotta be fake, bro.
It's fake.
It's too good to be not fake.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit was cold though.
I did enjoy that video, though. Thank you. So that was freaky.
Appreciate the creator. That was creepy, but yeah, no, that's cap.
That's definitely cap. That's definitely cap. See, guys, we don't think that everything is no cap.
We try to be, a bit of the doubt. We try, but yeah.
Try, but some of it's just too convenient. All right, so
that thing was putting it down.
That thing was like, yeah. It's like hold the camera there so we can see what it is. Like, can I? Let me get a clear view of it, and then we can make a call on it. But I mean, if it's real, then you got to risk your life to do that. So I might ask you to do that.
Yeah, it was too convenient. The camera was too convenient. It was like it was up here, and then like it turned. Right. I don't know. Yeah, it just that was fake.
Right. So this one is called Antarctica. What the?
All right.
All right. So let's see here. Antarctica. WTF. All right. So let's go. Cap or nah?
No, it's cap.
It's cap. Why the cap?
I don't understand. It jumped around too much. I don't know, man.
I think it's cap too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it's.
Was that a fish? Like I can't see enough of it. I don't know. Whatever.
Who knows what the heck that thing was? It almost looked like a merman.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But, yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say cap. Sorry.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna say it's cap too. All right. So we got another one here. If you guys watched the show last week, you know that we covered Hat Man. So this is a video on Hat Man. It is entitled Hat Man. So let's see here. I've kept it real simple. A little bit dedicated to posting the cube and sound, which down doorway. All right, here we go.
Nah, I'm cool. Hell nah. It looks fake though.
I don't know, man. Like how?
It's is it whispering?
Sounds like it. It said he brightened the video. This is what I saw.
I want you. It said.
So that's the video brightened? Oh, God. Bro, that's real, bro.
It gave me tingles.
What do you think?
Hell nah. Fuck that, dog.
What do you think? Is that real?
I'm gonna say cat. No cat. I'm gonna say no cat. If nigga, fuck that. That thing whispering at her? Like, you hear it?
Yeah, it whispered something, but I couldn't decipher what it was saying. That face, I've seen things with faces like that, not in real life, but I have seen like photos of like ghosts, and I'm like, that's a ghost. No, they really caught one on camera.
That shit made me feel weird. Who put that on here? That shit was weird, bro. It must have been you. I don't know.
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was creepy. Creepy shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Wait, or was it you? I don't know. No.
Shit.
I'm not following them.
That shit was crazy.
I'm gonna follow them now. All right. Yeah, I thought that was. I think that's real, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no cap.
Did you ever see that one video? It was I think it was this castle in England. CNN showed the video, and they showed this ghost opening the doors to the castle.
Yeah,
and this damn thing was a ghost, straight up.
That's what it looked like. It had that face.
Had that face, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just misconstrued. You don't really it's a face. You don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that was one of the and it's funny. It's just like a lot of people don't remember that video. I'm like, how do you not remember it?
It wasn't a video. It was a picture,
bro. When I first saw it,
camera picture.
When I first saw it, it was a video.
That show was like in 2003, bro.
Yeah, it was a video. We had internet. We had internet.
We didn't have a video like that.
Yeah, we did. We have video because I was pulling it up for people at work.
I'm not gonna say you're a liar. I only saw a picture of it.
Now it's a picture. Now when you look at it, it's just a picture. It's like they took the video down. They just kept the picture. Like it swung both doors open, went boom, boom, and then CNN just paused the picture. Now it's just that paused picture.
Oh,
unless it's a figment of my imagination. But I remember it being a video, and I remember pulling it up for people at work when I worked at Wells Fargo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but nobody remembers it. Anyways, I will show this next one here.
What's it called?
This next one is called Soulscape.
Oh,
pretty simple. But what do you think?
A homeless man settled down to sleep, unaware it would be his final rest. Moments after he drifted into a deep slumber, a street corner camera captured something extraordinary, a ghostly figure rising exactly where the man lay. Upon closer inspection, the ethereal silhouette perfectly mirrored the man himself. Could this be a rare glimpse of his soul departing? Perhaps such phenomena happen all around us when someone's life ends, unseen by our eyes, but visible through the lens of a camera. One night, a homeless man settled down.
What do you think?
I hope it's real, because that'd be a nice way to pass. Let's go on up.
Go on up, man.
Go on up, Scotty.
To the upper room.
Yep.
At least when you see these dark figures coming up from out the ground, trying to grab them and pull them to.
That'd be bad.
that is the scariest part of that movie, Ghosts.
Of Ghosts, yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I hope
that was terrifying.
That was terrifying, man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, don't be a bad person.
Do not, because they'll come get you quick fast. So we've talked about Flight MH370 on previous episodes.
I commented on that video on Instagram. They're arguing. There's full-blown arguments. I should pull it up.
Really? Is this the one you're talking about? Did you put this one up or did I?
Probably you.
Okay. On our videos, they were arguing, or
I just commented on the video, bro, and I was just like, "Oh, this image, that's MH370," and nigga, they're arguing on there. It's just wild, bro.
What were they saying?
Like people like, "Yep, nope, yep." It's not like it's. I'm gonna send it to you, bro.
Okay. It might not be real. I don't know, but from
cares?
all the stuff that we've seen, it looks real. Like we broke it down in one of our videos. So if you haven't seen that,
check it out. Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah. But what do y'all think about this?
MH370, the missing Malaysian Airlines. And watch as the 3 UFOs that in perfect triangular formation come right around MH370. And zoom right here. Here, there's the second one. And here the third UFO comes in. And then you'll watch as then, of course, using this etheric energy, the 0-point technologies, make the craft disappear. And so the United States government is responsible for this. Watch as then the airliner disappears. Right here, I believe. Right after this cloud. Watch. Here we go. This is an unbelievable video. And it's been confirmed. This is 10-year-old video, by the way. There we go. Disappears. And that aircraft, of course, gone. What? This is MH370, the missing Malaysian Airlines.
I'm telling you. I think it's no cap. A lot of people, look at your text. A lot of people think that we're right. We're right. Some people, bro, there's full blown.
Really?
Someone commented on it today. Hold on.
They're going on here. I'll pull it up. Let's see here. So it says, "Is this flight?"
Look at that.
Coltrane. That is correct. Coltrane. Yeah. Coltrane. Good guys versus bad guys using future code semiconductor UAP tech. Folks have been explaining the tech. So I bet it's starting to circulate again. Yeah, it's what they say, but how come they're recording and still they don't know what happened to it?
Bro, there are
no, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's fake. It's been debunked. The background is a still frame. For fuck's sake,
it's not a still frame, yo.
No, it's not. What are they talking about? Incorrect. MH370 after crash because debris. Yeah. They found a little bit of debris, and then they just said case closed. What about the rest of the plane?
Right. That's what I said. Because that's what I thought that would happen.
Kofi.
They agree. I don't know what that dude. I don't know what that dude said.
Coltrane. To me, well, okay. It sounds like he's trying to summon something. Well, if this is true, how can you tell what they did it with? It's not been debunked. Quite the opposite. Exactly. Let's see.
My camera way up there.
What'd they say?
Go down. They got an argument. This is the argument I think I saw.
Where?
Hold on. I don't know what. There it is. How
this
they
one right here?
Go back up. Go up a little bit. How they
had a camera with. These people reproduce.
There's 51.
Did they murder him after that? What do you mean, bro? You live under a rock. I think it is made the fact that this
bro that one little question I had was like, oh, could we get just the video on it?
Right.
Like, this MH370? And people was like, man, there was arguments on there.
Well, bro, this is people be attacking each other on the internet, man. It's kind of sad, but it's funny too.
It's funny to me. Every day I'll see some comment. I'm like, that is such an old post. Like, geez, man.
Oh boy, that's funny. How'd they get a camera way up there? Like, what do you mean? Lord. All right, man. What else? What else we got? Revisiting this video. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, I want to revisit this video because it was freaky as shit. Look at this, man. I can't remember what we said on this.
I think we say no cap because we're
Said
like,
no
how, yeah.
Or like it's either it's no cap or it's really good editing, right?
Yeah, like really good. Like, I mean, they got the mic thing did, I guess.
Right, because they got the shadow. Because there's something there because there's a shadow, right?
Yeah,
right there.
And then you see a shadow, and they walk up on and they go. I don't like that.
Gone.
Yeah. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky. That's pretty freaky. Okay, so that was that's no cap. All right, so what you think about? Okay, we got this one here. It's called Reflection. I always like the reflection videos. What you think about this?
Sure. This family was
I think I've seen this one.
realized something extremely strange about this particular picture. Can you see it? Let me help you. Look at the mirror. The family in Mexico started experiencing very odd things home, and they would get sick a lot. The family was always extremely cold, and a lot of the family members would get in constant fights with each other. They decided to cover the mirror, and soon after, ended up getting rid of it, which put a stop to all their problems happening home. What do you think this apparition could have possibly been? Maybe a spirit trapped in their house, or maybe something more sinister than that.
Yeah, that's bad.
There's something extremely disturbing about this picture. This family was looking through their old photos when they realized something extremely strange about this particular picture. Can you see it? Let me help you. Look at the mirror.
Oh, right there.
The family in Mexico started experiencing very odd things home, and they would get sick a lot. The family was always extremely cold, and
yeah, nah, nope.
That's no cap, and I'm not fucking with that. I don't
No
like
cap.
that shit.
No cap.
I don't like that shit.
I am good on that all day. Okay.
That shit's evil. That's some evil. That's some evil ass shit.
Hell
you can
yeah.
just tell it's evil. You can feel it. You have to kill it. You have to kill that thing. Kill the mirror. I don't know. Kill that. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing. Yeah, nah.
I ain't gonna kill it when it's already dead.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna die if I kill it again. I don't know.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Wake up dead?
I'm gonna get it. I don't know. You gotta get rid of that.
All right. So this is Bashar. You know I love Bashar, and he's talking about the JFK assassination. What you think?
Years ago, you actually had a different history than what you remember now, but you don't know that. One of the original history choices you made was that your President Kennedy was in fact assassinated in 1968. The reason for this is because near the end of his second term, he was about to reveal the existence of extraterrestrials. The idea is that it actually was revealed. And in that particular parallel history caused so much chaos and so much collapse in your society that he was labeled as the cause of it, and someone assassinated him for that reason. Now, because of the societal collapse in that particular history that went along with the revelation of our existence, you decided to shift as a society and take another path. And to prevent it from happening, you chose a history where he died in 1963, and therefore never had a chance to reveal what he had planned to reveal. Because the original assassination occurred in 1968, based on the idea of the collapse of society, it created a very strong eddy, a very strong current in the fabric of space-time. Even when you shifted your collective consciousness to the idea of a history in which he died in 1963, effects from the original 1968 still existed and still impacted the new history, which is why Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King were assassinated in 1968.
Thoughts?
I'm going to sit with that for a bit. I can't say cap or no cap. I have no idea. I have no idea, bro.
That's way too deep for rap.
I thought it was because of the whole bank system that he was going to unveil, or like something he was going to do.
He was going to expose a lot of stuff, and
He's exposing something in Wall Street, like something he was gonna. It was gonna be good for the American people, but
right. He did a speech where he was telling the media they need to stop lying. He's like, you need to stop lying to these people, otherwise I'm going to tell. And the Rothschilds and all the Rockefellers, they're the ones who own the banks. They're the ones who wanted this shit shut down for whatever he was going to tell. And one of the theories is that he was going to tell us about, that stuff is real. Yeah, that stuff is real. But Kobe, what you may have heard that sounds a lot more realistic.
What year did Dad see UFOs?
I can't remember. I can't remember if he was still in high school or if he was out.
If it was 19,
I think it was after. I think
it was after high school. Yeah. Damn. Oh, if it was 1968 or 1963, that'd be crazy.
He graduated in 68,
69,
right? 69. Okay. Summer of 69. Yeah. So had it been 70 something, 70, 71, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. So and again that thing is. That guy channels Bashar, who's actually dimensional being. So.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like I remember that people don't remember anymore. So I kind of like stopped talking about it now. Maybe we have shifted in different realities.
Yeah. Or have you heard of that the death theory?
Mm-mm.
That like have you ever had a brush with death? Thought that you're gonna die, your life flashed by your eyes, all that stuff.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about it. Which is weirder.
Yeah, it's weirder. It's weirder. I don't know. I don't think I ever put that video up because I thought it might have been a little bit too triggering. But the same guy, he says, he's like, when you've had those things happen, in a reality, you did die, but you had a choice to come back in a shifted dimension, in a different dimension, to just continue life. You escape that, you avoid that, and you come back right there in a moment where you made a decision or something happened where you didn't die. Yeah. So that time that we were on Lake Street.
Oh yeah, and that bullet went up other than down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like we're trying to look, and he's like, I just knew Shotty was gonna be dead. I knew the Shotty was gonna be slumped over. He's like, I just knew it because where the bullet hit. He's like, and you were perfectly fine.
And it hit behind you, right?
Yeah, it hit Justin. Yep,
that's crazy.
And Justin's fine. Everybody, yeah, Justin's fine, but yeah, it didn't. It took a lot of work, even for him. I know for a minute he couldn't go like this. Like he would have to think about it because where he got shot in the head. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, just thought I'd share that. Let's see. So we got another one here. This is just conveniently called aliens. So I think I put this video up again. It's hard for us to remember. Let's see here. Any day now. Okay, here we go. So it says, are those aliens? The driveway camera captures two strange, dark little creatures walking around, and then one of them shoots something bright into the sky.
Oh, okay.
It seems like a calm, normal night in this Texas suburb until suddenly these two very strange creatures appear.
Turn it up a little bit, bro, if you can.
I don't think I can.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They are really bizarre. They appear to be about 2 feet tall, crouched over like demonic gremlins.
They don't seem demonic to me at all.
No, they're kind of like they're shifting between realities.
The creepier it gets. unusual creatures, and where did they come from?
And then one of them shoots something. Whoa! I did not expect it to do that. That's crazy.
They may not be good.
Like a flare.
Almost like a missile firing out.
Could that be some kind of a laser gun?
What the hell?
Little creatures waddling around beams of light. It's hard not to make the jump to thinking they're aliens.
A security.
What do you think, man?
Man, I would say no cap.
No cap?
Yeah.
All right. Going no cap. I'm gonna go no cap too. No cap.
I don't want to see the little thing shooting.
No. I mean, but they didn't seem demonic. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know if they're demonic. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But
why do they gotta be demonic? I mean, dang.
I hope it's not demonic. Terrifying.
Right. All right. So this one is called Rocking Chair. What do you think about this? Okay, bring it up here. Let's go.
Hey, come here. It's okay, baby. It's okay. All right, come. Come around.
How did he know?
He's probably watching.
You heard it?
He's probably watching the baby monitor.
Oh,
and he heard something.
Hell no! Yeah, I'm glad he went in there and got her.
Yep. They're watching the baby monitor. We got these buddies of ours, and they said that they would see things in their kids' room with the baby monitors. Saw a shadow in there. Nathan White said they weren't children. I believe he's talking about those things.
Little dude walking around.
Yeah. I don't think they were kids either.
Nah.
I don't know what that was. It was pretty
that was a pretty creepy video though with the rocking chair.
Right?
The little girl was not going. She's like, nah.
Yeah. And it almost seems like she could see what it was.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, kids can see that stuff. The stuff. Rocking chairs can be wild. They can. There are a lot of videos with rocking chairs going off by themselves. That's why
she felt like that old man from the chair. That's
jeez, maybe wasn't there a video where there was an old man in a rocking chair or
probably story? I think so. Yeah.
Not everybody can see it. Yeah. Well, we got some good ones next week. The Capernauz. I think we have at least 10 pulled up. So I'm pretty excited for those.
Yeah.
So we're done with that. We're done with the Capernauz section. So we're gonna move on to y'all hear about this? So I hope have I pulled these up? Have I done these yet? Did I do the one with don't go into the light?
No.
Okay. All right, so this is kind of long, so just hang in there on this one. If I have shown this, just let me know, okay?
What happens when you die? When you die, you have choices. You don't know this, but you have choices. When you leave your physical body, it is very typical for you to see yourself standing next to your body with either your loved ones or EMTs or whatever the circumstances are. And you see yourself, and then you'll hear a voice, you'll see the tunnel of light, and the voice will be calling you, or you will hear the voice telepathically telling you to come on, come. Now, as you stand there and you're looking at the tunnel of light, you have a choice. You can go up to this tunnel of light where you'll be with other loved ones that have crossed over, usually, all right? And you'll be put into a system where you are essentially caught in a reincarnational cycle, a loop. Or you can turn around, put the tunnel of light behind you, and what you will see is the entire universe. If you choose to go to the universe instead of the tunnel of light, whatever dimension you came from when you came down here to Earth, okay, we'll keep it all present time and place. Earth, whether it was 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th density, whatever it was, if you choose the universe and you say to yourself, I wish to go home, you will return to that dimension from which you came. So if it's 5, 6, 7, or 8, you will leave here and you will go back to that dimension, where I am told you'll be reunited with your soul. Because we're multidimensional, we're in many places at once. I've never shared this information.
Says, I heard that when we die, we should not go to the light as it is a trick to recapture our soul to rebirth on Earth. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Visayas was very specific. He said, you, of course, can choose to do whatever you want, but none of you ever turn around and look what's behind you. And when I asked, well, what is behind me? He said freedom. Freedom of Earth. Freedom of the reincarnational cycle.
So, thoughts on that?
I think that's true.
Think so?
In a way, I think there's certain people who I can think about who passed away, who never came back, who never, you know what I mean? I could think we never do that cycle. Like, and, you know, yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah,
End of the day, I think that's true.
I think
you get a choice to either come back and do this again or go and actually stop playing this game and get back to your extra, like, you know, your multi-dimensional self. I always thought that, you know, there's either you, like, even like you talk about ghosts, I think it's like either you stay on this plan or you go back or you go check out what's out there. And I always thought if I died, that's what I would do. I don't want to be on Earth anymore. So
yeah, take the virtual reality glasses off and get back to
the real deal.
Back to the real deal, man. Yeah, it's curious. You know, I don't know. Yeah, to get back to you because it's the unknown. That's my question. Like, because it sounds like, and this guy, he had a NDE, and his spirit guide was telling him this. So that part of your soul, your body, that fraction of your soul, does it not know this?
I don't think. Yeah, maybe not.
You know what I'm saying?
Comfortability. You're probably comfortable. I'm sure we've been here multiple times because it's comfortable. But eventually, it's time for you to leave this reality. Leave this. It's not the reality we should be.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm not coming back. I'm good.
I think I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, good. You won't get any signs from me. You won't get any of that. It's like when I'm gone, I'm gone. So if you think I did something to tell you goodbye, it wasn't me. Let's go to the next one. This one is called "What Are the Odds?" I don't know why I labeled it that, or maybe you did. I don't know, but let's see. The craziest coincidence in history is what this is called. So let's check it out.
Coincidence pertaining to history. Please. I saw this from a guy on TikTok. His name is Nate Hale. December 5th, 1664, a ship sank off the coast of Wales in the Menai Strait. 81 people on the ship died, and there was only one survivor, and his name was Hugh Williams. December 5th,
same year,
1785. A ship sunk in the exact same spot. Everyone died except one person. Can you guess his name?
Hugh Williams.
Hugh Williams.
What? August 5th, 1821. A ship sank in this same spot. One survivor.
No way.
Hugh Williams.
Thrice times?
No.
Right.
August 19th, 1889. A coal barge, same spot. Except this time there was two survivors. Can you guess their name?
Huey and Hugh.
Both named Hugh Williams.
How is that possible?
It seems like this guy's like a time traveler.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta fix this. Like, I have
And
to.
he keeps
I have
going
to break
back.
the paradigm. Want to hear a crazy?
He's not fixing it.
Yeah,
He's not fixing it.
No, he's making it worse because
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
There's someone on that ship he does not want people to find out.
And it's the same spot. We might need to investigate that spot too. Like, what is there? Like,
And that's so bad he had to clone himself to make sure he handled the job the second time.
He's
the fourth time.
He's the first. He's the guy that the movie The Terminator was built.
Yeah, he was doing something. In a way, he's there to fix it. He wasn't there to fix it.
He was doing the same spot. They're like, "Hey, it's got to sink here because that's." I mean, is there a Leviathan down there or something? Like, what keeps sinking?
Sacrifice.
Or yeah, could be that. Could be that. All right, so next one here. This is called the Earth Challenge, and you and I have spoken about this a few times.
Ooh.
And the last video that we showed, I think it was it was doing our side quest. That was kind of emotional. And you guys will hopefully get to see that. We do these side quests, and then Kobe he does the edits and puts them all together and puts videos out, and so we another person had a more heartfelt video about the Earth Challenge, but check this out. Let them know what y'all think.
And the ETs say, this is most amazing because they don't forget. They said, you're the only planet that forgets when they come in, have to find their way back. And I asked them one time when we were doing the sessions, why this happens? Wouldn't it be better if we remembered our contracts, if we remembered our plan of what we were supposed to be doing? They said it wouldn't be a test if you knew the answers. Well, this is the hardest school in the universe.
But what's their test then?
They've already done it. They have much easier lives than we do. This is the most challenging planet in the universe. You come here, you come prepared to really learn a lot, and it's very, very difficult. Not everybody chooses to come here.
So are you saying our future lives possibly could be on other planets where you don't need to go through such tough challenges?
You've already been on them before anyway.
So why would a soul want to come de-evolve then if it's coming here? Is it de-evolving?
No, it's not.
coming
It's
here,
just a different form. We learn a lot by coming here because it is so challenging. There's so much you have to learn that it's very hard. They said they greatly admire anyone who takes on the Earth Challenge. And the ETs say, this is...
What do you think about that?
I don't know, man. That's kind of, I don't know. I think it's true, bro. I don't know why I think it though. I think that's just kind of like that's always been something innate in me. I like challenges. I play challenging video games. I don't have a problem doing things that are tough. Like it feels weird, but it feels like it's weird, man. I don't know.
I feel
that's
like
weird.
I feel like you're on an interview right now. I like challenges. I like to take those things on. I'm a go-getter. Yeah, it's wild, ain't it, Nate? But yeah, no, I feel it's again. We always talk about it. It's like putting the game on expert mode.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and just going through. So like you know, like so Final Fantasy freaking 7. There's 2 parts, right? And when you end, you're at like level whatever. On the first one, you're like a level 100, whatever you are, and then you have to start the second one, and you lose all of that. and you start all over again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. Let's see here. Naked White says she seems like she's compensating for loss. I don't know.
I don't disagree. I don't know. I feel like this is a difficult plane to live on.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like you can be as atheist if you want. You can also understand that you're not this here. You can also, I don't know. I think people know innately you're not here for just no reason. There's a reason you're here.
Right. And I don't think it's hubris to think otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there are so many people that didn't get to make it here. There's so many life forms that didn't make it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Science TV being here is amazing. Like so,
right?
And like the fact you were birthed and the time you were birthed in and all that. Like it's you know what I'm saying. Like there's a reason you're here. Maybe it's just to procreate. You know what I mean? But there's a reason you're here.
Yep. Yeah, and like you said, it could just be something simple as that.
Yeah.
So always remember that, folks. There's a reason why you made it. There's a reason why you are who you are. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna bring up here, I don't know why I this should have been under
the funny one.
Maybe this might be appropriate. It might be appropriate. Let's see here. Share this. Have I shown this one yet?
Mm-mm.
The reason you shouldn't drive alone in New Mexico after midnight. Hello, my name is La Malahora, which means the evil hour. Every night I wait in the dark streets of New Mexico for an unfortunate traveler to come across my path. For those that know me, I am more feared than the devil himself. If you see me, one of two very bad things is about to happen to you. I first appear as a large black lump, constantly moving and changing shapes. If you see this, do not rest your eyes on it. If you look long enough, I will hypnotize and paralyze you, running you off the road. Then while you are still sitting in your vehicle, you will be able to see and feel everything, but you can't move. Then I will rush you and surround you, cutting up all oxygen for your last couple minutes. In the other case, I will show myself in human form, as an evil omen to show you that you or a loved one will soon be taken from the earth. I am the reason you...
So, be careful out there.
All right, I'll go to Mexico.
These comments were pretty funny. This was pretty funny. Oh Lord. Anyways, so yeah. There you go. What do you say? Man, what the
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
What the fuck is this? Yeah. And I think I've had that one for a while, and I didn't throw it in there because it was just so bizarre. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll leave that one alone. I found this one interesting since we talk about this a lot. I just added this one recently, so I think it's a stretch, but we talked about it a lot. So let me know your thoughts.
Found on Google Earth in Antarctica, yo. Look at the coordinations and shit. This is crazy. Peep this, y'all. Hold on, yo. I had to zoom out real quick. Do y'all see that? Oh my God. Take a screenshot so y'all can get the coordination. Y'all can look for it for yourselves. See, if I just would have took a screenshot of this, y'all would have said this is AI, but this is on Google Earth. Look, you can zoom out and see, I'm gonna show y'all that this is in Antarctica, bro. From Google Earth, you feel me?
Yeah, I've seen this before.
You seen that one?
Y'all know what it is, yo. Y'all just look at the middle of that shit, man. Y'all can see the details of everything, bro.
I've seen it without the snow on it too, like that.
Yo.
You seen it without the snow on it?
Yeah, it's like stone, but it's a face though.
Holy smokes. What you thinking? Thinking that's a
I don't know.
a real giant?
I mean, we know there was something going on here prehistorically.
Right.
That wasn't just dinosaurs.
Yeah. I kind of, I'm kind of getting drawn to the theory that that some of these mountains are fossilized giants.
Yeah, like that elephant mountain in like somewhere in Europe. It's just like a gigantic elephant.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Somebody saying that's AI, but I don't know.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
Let's see, Nathan. Why he said it would look different at different times of the year, of the day and year. Yeah. But like you said, you saw it without the snow on there.
Yeah.
But you can still see it, right?
Yeah, I thought.
That's wild. That's wild. So I got some fun videos here. I know we're going a little long, but whatever.
Yeah, Elephant Rock in Iceland.
Yeah. Email it to me. See if that's the one I saw.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
All right. So this is what I call common sense parenting.
What you drawing? Just my friend that comes and talks to me in the middle of the night. He's always standing behind you too. Got
Adios. See ya.
Hey, son.
Peace out. Yeah, that'd be me. I'm gone, bro.
Nathan White saw it. Okay. Nathan White. Okay, I didn't know you said it. Yeah, that's some pretty freaky stuff, man. That's some pretty freaky stuff. I'm so glad Nathan's into this. Yeah, I think that we got to stop ignoring that stuff, man. There's something to it.
Yeah, that's funny. That'd be me though. Like, what you see? Oh, I would have grabbed the kid, but like, it's time to go.
He left the kid. He left everything.
Adios, kid.
He's like, come on.
Sayonara.
So, all right. Again, this is I forgot to put this in the banner.
We've seen this one before.
We're in the fun videos section. Oh, this was a little different, I think. Right?
The petting zoo one?
Is it this weird stuff?
Where you'll meet some of the most bizarre, terrifying animals the
I showed that one already?
Maybe I've seen it. Just show it.
ocean has to offer. But don't worry, they're completely harmless. Bring the family and
Hell no.
strangest creatures from the deep blue. It's fun, educational, and a little spooky.
Hell no.
It'll be a wild encounter you'll never forget. Visit us today and discover the beauty behind the beast.
Hey, I've seen the
See you at Tawny's Touch Tank, where the weird is wonderful. Come on down.
Tawny's Touch Tank.
Yeah, don't touch that tank.
Well, the weird is.
Don't touch that tank.
Right. I don't know, but the kid's friend will take care of him. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like, you know what? You want him? You got him.
Hey, it's all yours.
Like, what do I look like?
The kid lives off scared feelings now.
Right. I'm scared feelings now. It fuels him. Oh God. So I don't know if you guys have ever had that wild friend that likes to do wild things. That shit is made from I know. Like,
yeah, bro. That the first time you see the kid looking at it, nah, hell no.
The thing is, like, why would you want to?
I'm not bringing my kid to this. I'd be so mad if I brought my kid to that. But this is what you thought we should see.
This is what Tawny's Touch.
Not right. I'm like, what? Hey, I'll tell everybody, don't go to Tawny's Touch, whatever. What that place called? Tawny's Touch.
Tawny's Touch Tank.
Tawny's Touch Tank. Yeah,
the title of it says it all.
Don't bring that kid there. Leave your kids at home.
It's a little spooky, but you'll be okay.
Hell no.
This thing looks like it wants to eat my kid. So I don't know if anybody can relate, but everybody has that one friend, he just likes to party, man. So check this out.
Richard! Richard! Whoa! Cool UPS jacket! Well, hey, I found a balloon! Me too! Hey, look, I did the cool act. That's not how you do it, you idiot. Hey, it looks pretty good. Thanks, man. I think the party's downstairs. Check it out. Max. Richard, we're here. Max?
There's a party.
Well, I guess Max couldn't wait. I'm gonna go join him at the party. The battery's getting pretty low, so bye-bye. Richard!
It's time to party.
So my question is,
I'm down. Let's get it.
You go rock with it?
I bet it's a good time. I bet it's a good time in that abandoned subway. I bet I'm rocking with it.
Camera battery getting low for no reason.
I want to see. I would definitely need to keep my batteries up now. But it sounds like there's some good party favors down there.
Like some good party favors. Yeah, you are your own. Look, even Nathan White was like, "Nope."
Come on, Nate. That'd be great.
Come on, Nate. Take a shot of some Patron. You know what I'm saying? Mix throw a little moonshine in there, man. Oh Lord. All right, so I got this other one here, fun video. I labeled it "Turn the Beat Up." What do you think? What do you think about this? Proof the scary videos are scary only because of the sound.
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock. I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock. I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock.
What is going on right now?
Cock.
What is going on right now?
I'm rubbing peanut.
What is going on?
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock.
I don't party like that. I will get smacking down, but not that.
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock. I'm rubbing
terrible.
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock. I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock. I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock.
Oh my god.
Nate, what if the party was playing that? What if the party was playing that?
There you go. You hear someone screaming.
It's just a music choice. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. All right, y'all. So I got one more here. This is just entitled "Meditate."
What lyrics? What kind of lyrics?
Peanut butter. Anyway, I said that is the house music when you get to the basement party from the last video. Yeah,
last video. Perfect. It's the perfect. That was the last video.
Let's go.
Party you'll never forget.
Oh man, I tell you what, it was still scary. I don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that was too weird.
Right. All right. So this is when I meditated too hard, it ended up in another dimension by accident.
Fuck that shit. Fuck. No, hell no. I'm nervous now. Oh fuck. God damn it. Fuck that. Oh, hell no.
So be careful out there when you're meditating.
You don't meditate, you don't meditate, Rashad?
I meditate, but I'm very careful not to slip into
the other dimensions.
Another dimension.
Oh man.
I try not to go into other dimensions, and let's see here. Try not to leave my body. Yeah. Been there, yeah.
I just meditated and fall asleep. Like, oh, well, that wasn't the plan.
Oh God, no! I would like to leave the body again. I only got out one time and scared myself back in. So there was that. So I think that we are pretty much done with that. Is it story time?
I don't know. What do you think, y'all? I don't know.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's do story. Let's do the don't whistle at night story.
Yeah. Okay, bet. I like that.
We'll wrap it up with a story. I don't know how's your drink looking, bro.
Oh shoot, I'm empty.
Can we get it? Can we? Shit, going. Is it okay with chat? We'll grab one more for the story.
Yeah. Chat.
Right.
We'll be right
back. We'll play some night drive for y'all. So here's some elevator music for y'all.
Yeah, actually, here I'll play you. I'll play you. So we'll play some D-Rock.
All right, play some D-Rock. Be right back.
Tell she need a thug by the look in her eyes. I met her on the block. It was summer, it was hot. I was in that Tudor drop. Picture me rolling like Pac. She the opposite of a thought. Pull up and we get it poppin'. We made infinite, so you know there ain't no stopping. I've been watching her get paid. Stuck in her hood ways. Gucci Fendi for days, but ready to catch a fade. She been riding on the wave. Just need a thug who can match it. She ain't fucking with no actor. Smack you if you say ratchet. Look, she said she need a thug. Her daddy was a thug, and she grew up in the slum. She ain't fucking with no bum, nigga. Bonnie and Clyde, so you know we got them guns, nigga. Know we on the run, nigga. She know I am the one, nigga. She need a thug in her life, and niggas ain't loving her like this. She need a thug. She need a thug in her life, and niggas ain't loving her like this. She need a thug in her life, and niggas ain't loving her like this.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I'm back. I'm trying to get this queued up here. Don't whistle in the woods at night. This is probably one of my favorite songs. We got some more stuff coming soon. The Shell and Shine Show will return again soon. After the new year.
Give me 5 minutes. I gotta go. So he just pressed the button.
Okay. All right. Take puppy out. Let's see here. I know, Nate, you are our advocate of never whistling in the woods, so we hold that near and dear to our hearts, sir. Anybody know what the Timberwolves won? Shit, they lost. God dang it. My poor attempts at trying to do runs. So since Kobe's going to be gone for a little bit, I think we can get maybe 2 stories in. One is, so we'll do the Don't Whistle at Night, but I kind of want to listen to this old lady by the woods story as well. So I'm going to play that as well. I think that's the first story. And then I want to shout out the creator of this. It's B.Busta. And the title of the video is Scary Stories for a Menacing, Ominous, and Frightening Night. Ooh, that's pretty scary. So I'm gonna get this queued up, and we will kick this bad boy off. Let's get it.
So this happened a while ago now when I was still pretty young. I'd say around 2010 to 2012 maybe. My family and I went to go and visit some family out in a more rural part of my city. It was pretty much the outskirts where there was still a lot of bush, but yeah, there were some people around. My parents would often go there to drink on the weekends while I just sort of hung out with my cousins, and considering that fact, we always slept over. Now, before I go on, let me paint a bit of a picture of the situation. Basically, they had a very long yard in length that was surrounded by fence with a deck in the back that stretched out long enough to see the main road out front. It had a small shed in the front yard, and behind the shed was their trampoline. I should add too that this shed was very small, and that you could look over it and see the main road in fact. Out on the main road was just a bunch of trailer homes lined up on the road that just sort of went straight for
We're on the
maybe a
first story
few
right now.
kilometers. Anyway, it was about midnight, and my cousin and I were on the trampoline just being kids. We were probably playing some made-up game, but my uncles and parents would often go out to have a smoke. So as usual, we hear them all come out, and they're just laughing and being distracted by whatever they're talking about. My uncle hears us being a little loud and was ready to come and tell us to be quiet, but before he could tell us to stop, he goes, "What the heck?" My cousin and I thought that we were in trouble, so we immediately look over to him. He then continues to say, "Who the heck is that? Hey, Pat, come and look at this." Pat was my dad. As we're staring at him, we realize that he wasn't looking at us. He was looking off to the main road in the front. My cousin and I, being curious, we look over to the main road as my dad walks over to my uncle. And there was a very old lady with short grey hair, with what looked like to be a hospital gown and blue slippers. She was quite literally just standing there, watching my cousin and I play. Since we were so distracted, I guess we never even noticed her, so I can't say how long she had been standing there for. My dad yells, "Hey, who are you?" with my mum and other uncles also coming to look. With that, she began to slowly walk away, and I mean real slow. My uncle tells us to go inside as they start walking towards the gate at the front of the yard to confront her. My cousin and I, being the little turds that we were, got off the trampoline but stayed to see the commotion. My uncle and dad walk out to the main road to find that she had just sort of, well, disappeared. They both say, "Wait, where did she just go?" Me being confused, I also walk out of the gate to see it for myself, and to my shock, she was nowhere to be seen. Like I said earlier, this road was just straight and pretty long, so their guess was that she snuck into somebody's yard, but with her being that slow and old, it was hard to make sense of it because all of these trailer homes had decently tall fences, and that was really the only way to enter. My dad then calls out, "Is anyone there?" and obviously nobody answers. I begin to get a little bit creeped out by this, and at that point, I must admit that I was pretty scared too. My dad and uncle take us inside and begin trying to make sense of what the heck just happened.
What was that?
My uncle, who lived there, said that he didn't recognize her and has never seen her around before. They ask us if we saw her there before, and we say no, but I explained that she was wearing like a hospital gown and slippers.
What? What's that behind you?
We all thought how odd for an old lady.
What's that behind you, bro?
Yeah, I'm not playing around, Joe.
Okay. Sorry.
In slippers to be walking around so late at night in a rural area like this.
Almost got him. Almost got him, guys.
As well. I mean, surely someone that age would be asleep in her home, or if she wanted some fresh air, she'd just stay on her deck or something. There was just really no making sense of the situation until my uncle said that the mental hospital was not far, but far enough for it to be quite a walk, especially for an older lady like this. They started speculating that, heck, maybe she'd escaped, hence why she was in a hospital gown. I mean, maybe she did live in the area but had dementia or something. With all of that said, it just still didn't make sense that she just disappeared after not even 60 seconds had gone by. It really creeped my cousin and I out.
I'm gonna get him.
We
Nate.
never
Watch,
went out
watch.
there
I'm gonna
that
get him
late at
live
night
one day.
again, nor did we
I'm
ever
gonna catch
see
him
her
slipping.
again, thankfully. Everyone I tell this story to also has a hard time making sense of it. So if anyone has any possible explanations or has gone through a similar experience, then please do let me know, because I still often think about this.
All right, so this is the one that we're gonna play initially.
So me,
and it'll be our last
male
story.
and 28, my wife, female and 28, and my dog, male and 3, recently went to Red River Gorge, a state park in S.E., Kentucky. We're certainly no strangers to camping in the park. I've been there at least 20 times over the past 8 years. We chose a spot that I've been to 2 or 3 times before. It's worth noting that this site is outside of other dispersed camping areas and is essentially the only proper spot with car parking along a 2-mile stretch of road. There is a dilapidated barn, maybe about a mile up from where we drove in, and a cemetery about a third of a mile in the opposite direction. Otherwise, though, it's a rarely traveled road, and we really saw no one all day. Just an occasional car, maybe 1 or 2 an hour. The spot is at the base of a 30-foot incline that a 4x4 could handle. Our SUV was parked horizontally at the top, blocking other vehicles from descending. From there, it's about 30 yards into the campground, with another slope leading to the river's edge and the swimming hole. Now, the day went great. We spent time near the beach, letting our dogs swim, then did typical camping activities like hiking, foraging, chopping wood, throwing the hatchet, and enjoying a few beers. Once sunlight began to fade at around 6:30, we started the fire and began cooking dinner. As darkness fell and the last light disappeared, we heard the usual sounds of squirrels rustling, things falling into the leaves, which spooked my wife a bit, but we didn't think too much of it. Then at about 9 p.m., sitting around the healthy fire and listening to music, we heard like heavy shuffling in the leaves. Definitely something large or heavy at least. It seemed to be coming from the direction of the road, I would guess, about halfway between us and our car. I stopped the music, and after about 10 seconds of dead silence, we then heard the shuffling again. Before I could call out, though, we heard this strange and unnatural noise, something like a throttling, ascending pitch mixed with a shriek. Neither of us can verbally describe it, and I can confidently say that I have never heard anything like it before. Whatever it was about 20 to 25 feet away, just outside the reach of my headlamp. Our dog went absolutely insane, too. Hair standing on end, barking incessantly into the darkness. He was on a long lead, or I'm sure that he would have taken off after it.
I still want to know about the breaking into the cabin thing.
I was holding my hatchet and trying to catch any movement or sound to track. After about 2 to 3 minutes of that, with no further noises, I calmed the dog and we grabbed some essentials and hurried to the car. Our adrenaline was pumping as we discussed coyotes, foxes, or maybe other animals as the possible culprits. I didn't want to mention the possibility of people, as that would have heightened the paranoia, I guess, but we eventually passed out after about an hour, but I spent the rest of the night in and out of shallow sleep, feeling very uncomfortable, both mentally and physically. Now, at around 3 a.m, right next to my head, I swear that I heard a singular knock on my window, like someone tapped the glass with one knuckle. My wife didn't wake up, and I scanned the outside of the car, but I didn't see or hear anything. I struggled to doze off again, and my heartbeat was rapid. When we finally got the first light at around 7 a.m., we cooked breakfast, packed up our campsite, and we got the heck out of Dodge.
Well, quick question, Nate, why didn't you sleep well when you were there?
Also, I did check, but there were no prints or anything out of any sorts with our remaining belongings either. What's strange to me, though, is that after hearing the noise, we heard no additional heavy shuffling from the source. With our dog barking so aggressively, we probably should have heard whatever it was moving away. We have looked up various animal noises native to the gorge, and nothing even remotely resembles what we heard. The knock on the window, That was also isolated, and there were no other noises or visible happenings outside the car immediately following that. Lastly, too, I had a thought the day after we left. I remember whistling for our dog after dark, and since we had some scraps to give him near the fire, I called him in. But strangely, immediately I thought I shouldn't have whistled. Up until this trip, I've never been a believer of those sorts of superstitions, but I just like to respect the folklore that I've heard, and I've definitely heard that one. It's weird, though, that for the first time ever, I really thought that, but in hindsight, we're now convinced that I may have invited a Wendigo or a skinwalker to our camp. I certainly won't take those superstitions lightly ever again after this, and I'm sure that this occurrence will affect at least my next few overnights in those woods.
There it is, yo.
Well, there it is. There it is. Dang. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, Nathan, he whistled in some woods, I believe, at one point. Definitely had an experience that we will need to get him on here to speak about at some point. So, yeah, guys, so there you have it. It was a very long episode this week. I appreciate those who hung in there. We were in the chat. Put this up here real quick over Nathan. Lots of noise outside, not regular backwood noises. My dreams are always of a lady that was not a good person that lived near there. She was wild. What?
Wait, she was alive? That you saw her?
What?
That used to live there, or that lived there?
Not regular backwood noises. Yeah, was it or somebody to manifest it in your dream? We're just all in waiting right now. Like,
what?
We can't end it with that, bruh. You see that? No, she was just a dream. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not just a dream. Wow, she was wild, huh? Like scary wild. I'm assuming. Damn. She wouldn't let me sleep. What is? Oh my goodness. Can you just be a regular person on the show, one of the regular hosts?
For real. That's crazy.
Yeah, we do need to just ask Whitey.
We can add one more picture. The AI wants it anyways, so
yeah, AI is always adding a third person.
Yeah.
Kobe's thing. So she wouldn't let you sleep.
That's the first thing I thought when you
That's
said
what I was
that.
thinking too. Like she wouldn't let you sleep though. So she would show up in your dream, and I'm sure she'd freak you the heck out, and you wake up from the dream because you were scared to death. I'm assuming, right? And then you didn't want to go back to sleep because you were having a reoccurring dream. I mean, we did talk about that when you're, yeah, had a blonde ginger. Take notes. Oh man, that's freaky as hell. That's freaky as hell. You may have been tapping into an entity, that was there, a ghost of a witch.
Or she was on the property.
Or she was on a property, you just didn't know it. And she was attacking you. Plus it was 35 degrees at the Capitol. Well, yep, that would do it. No heat. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh man. But people camp. People camp outside when it's cold like that, you know. I don't know the protocol with that. I would never do it. My ancestors were tropical people. I assume.
Yeah, we don't camp. I mean,
But,
we camp, but we don't.
No, not like that, man. Jeez, dude, that is wild. Well, thank you for always ending our show scary.
Yep. Great.
Night. You put that up, Kobe?
The top of the mountain, the place I didn't want to go. I cannot explain why.
It didn't feel right.
Think she was up there?
That's wild. Yeah. Huh. Hey Nathan, by the way, I did get your text. I have not had a chance to watch the video yet. But I'll get to it, buddy. I did see it. I just got to get back to the video. It just reminded me. To watch it. So, wow, that's great.
I'm glad we got into like the whole camping thing.
Yeah, me too, man. The camping stuff is like the best stuff, man.
Yeah, I didn't. One thing I heard that was crazy was
thank you, Nick, for always doing it.
I heard a banging. Definitely, Nate. We appreciate you. I heard a banging at night when I went camping, but I thought it was like the bear at a bear bowl. So like you put your food up on a high pole where they can't get your food. So I heard that one night. That's the one thing I ever like heard that was creepy. Camping. It's still a bear, so I was still creeped out. But
yeah.
It's like a something banging on a pole. And I was like, hell nah. It's like laid there, and I think no one was awake. It was just me. Maybe John was awake. I think John woke up, but John didn't talk about it. We didn't talk to each other that night. Or then we might have looked at each other and just been like, I think we just laid there, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
This is why we don't go camping.
So like the next day, we're like, did you hear that last night? And then we saw like claw marks by it.
Did the claw marks slowly turn into human footprints?
No, I didn't mean to look that hard though either.
Okay. I didn't look that hard.
Yeah, again, bro. A week out in the woods will change you. You appreciate a bed.
Yeah, I bet, man. Well, yeah, y'all can have that, man. I'll yeah. Like Random Rick said, we have this place we like to go to called the Marriott. So that's where you will find me. So again, we appreciate everybody. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with us on this extended version of Men and Letters. I'm Shad.
I am Kobe, and you all know what to do. Take care of yourself and don't whistle at night in the woods.
Don't do it.
Be quiet. Don't do it. All right. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. See you next week. Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.